my school.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is my school. This is our centre.
The 7-seat hybrid Toyota Kluger.
Hi. 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 Hi, girls.
Available now with a 4.9% comparison rate with Toyota Finance.
What? This is our uniform. Are you serious?
They just copied us.
Visit your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota.
Hey guys, should we have one of our massive big nights out?
How you going?
Get me in anywhere.
So what's it been like the week trying to deal with it, like in day-to-day life?
Mate, it actually, to be honest, like sore, but I've still been walking around. But I don't know if it's because it's off the bone. It's not attached to anything, so it's not pulling.
Yep.
I really don't know. I'm still walking. I've been that bored at home. Like.
So no work?
Nah.
So how's Beto, Keelan Betson survived without you?
Hey, yeah, he's a lot of phone calls. Not much work getting done, I don't reckon, now that I'm gone, but he's still getting paid.
Yeah, debutant today, Tommy Kittle. I'm going to take a stab in the dark and say that the last bloke to debut in a GFL final was Billy Nichols back in 1996.
Really? Is it that long ago?
I would have.
Yeah.
That's a guess.
Yeah, right.
That is a really big guess.
Yeah, right.
That they're debuting. But tell us a little bit about Tommy. We know he's old man Rocket.
Yep.
He's one of the greatest local cricketers of all time. And he was not bad football.
Tommy's a big boy.
Yeah.
Like, if I wouldn't want to stand in front of him if he's running at the footy. He's got great skills. He marks the ball well over his head. So I think he's going to go out there today, and I reckon he's going to make a real impact.
Speaking with Willow Dwyer, injured Newtown Chilwell pest. That's a bit harsh, aren't we? We take no prisoners here at Carroll Footy. Where is your reptile mate, Bets?
No, he's not a pest. He's a reptile.
Beto be around here somewhere.
Beto's a reptile.
He's probably watching his highlights on Premier Data somewhere from yesterday, I reckon.
Oh, he didn't do that much.
Little cool.
His brother was much better.
Was he good, was he?
Liam was very good.
He only had 7 disposals, Liam, but geez.
Didn't matter. Adam Garner had less than 7. Yeah, that was his job.
Better bets than you reckon?
Do you think there might be a few much better?
What about Keelan saying about Marupna this year?
What is that?
Well, because they were no good, it was all because he left.
Oh, mate, I hear it every week.
He's got a large-ish opinion of himself, hasn't he? The great Keelan.
Yeah.
Gee whiz, his brother's a much better footballer. Now,
Keelan doesn't go to weddings,
think that is true. That is true.
Touche.
He might not be my bet. Actually, Webby might be back before Beto. Do you think there might be a trick or two from the coach today?
Yes, if you know Stevie has many tricks up his sleeve. I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got.
Yep, fair enough. I like that. I like it a lot.
Rowan?
Obviously not playing today, mate. Any roles, specific roles for you today, or just sit back?
Nah, I'm just going to sit back and watch. Let the coaching staff do what they need to do and just get around the boys when I can.
What do you think you boys need to do better this week than you did last week against Colac to get?
It's got to be clean. Well, I think we weren't clean last week. We got to want it. They come out with a real want last week. You know, they're a bigger side. They're men. There's a lot of older blokes. But we can match that. Like we certainly can. But if we come out today, head over the footy, clean around the contest, I think we'll be there.
And it's probably going to help that game last week for those younger boys that you got in the team to get their understanding of what finals footy's all about. And
Yeah.
going to hold them in good stead today.
Yeah, I mean, finals footies, it goes up a notch. You can't ever really prepare or be that prepared for it, I don't reckon. No matter how old you are, you get nervous and you definitely feel the pressure. It's just how you got to handle it.
Back to Noosa over the summer at all?
Yeah, I will for Christmas, yep. Yeah, I'll head down that way. Make sure the statue's still there.
Be a short statue.
That's a gnome.
Middle of Hastings Street, that way.
Middle of Hastings Street.
What?
Have a listen
A
to
big
him.
tray with the lights. They put that down when they clean it.
Have a listen to him.
What height did we get you in at again? 170 what?
172, 6'1" if Mrs. is asking. Depends if I got RMs on or not.
Have you got a missus?
Yeah, you serious?
Are you serious? Have a listen to him. She must be a beautiful person.
It's unbelievable.
She'd have to hang around with you. She
Lucky
must
to have
be.
you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gee whiz.
We could talk absolute pile all afternoon, but we
It'd be
won't.
good fun, wouldn't it?
It would be good fun.
Views would go up, I reckon.
The game's no good. We might get him in early.
Do you know, I was going to say, if any of us get bored, we might just come and take me on the shoulder and you can put a headset on. Bad luck with the injury, and obviously in all seriousness, good players. We miss watching them play finals, and you as well. So I said in all seriousness, didn't I? Even Will's laughing.
Drive-by by Kinney.
Yep. Good luck with the recovery.
Thank you.
Is it something that won't hold you back for 2026?
Nah, definitely. I'll be ready to go.
All right, we'll make sure we see you opening round or round 1 or whatever it might be. Appreciate you joining us and good luck.
Thanks, boys.
Willow Dwyer joining us there. Thanks to Inspirations Paint Grovedale. Straight to Mahadi, tight in the pocket. Sarcevic stepped around 1, stepped around 2. Left foot banana is one of the best you will ever see.
Thanks, Birchie. St John got injury update down there on the boundary line. Kick around the corner, came around for Adam Garner, and he kicks a goal and tells the crowd about it as well.
Thrown into the air. Piers tries to take it out. The rucky does and kick a goal. Right now as McCormack dinks one over the top. Gorwell to the run that's provided by Spokes. Gain 200 from 45. Cody Spokes. Cover. Lang, that's dangerous. Kick straight back into the waiting arms of Lucas. He spins 360, then snaps around the body to the goal square. On the goal line, Sarcevic.
was good by them.
Well, did they have an anniversary year down there, like a big club celebration? Is that why the Lovels and Ballantyne and guys like that went back?
Not sure. I think they went back for money.
And a bit of love.
And it's a lot of love, but a little bit of
It
money.
is their home club.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
Yeah. No, it was good that they all went back and they actually obviously got the desired result of playing finals, which is good for them.
AFLW around the grounds, half-time.
Go
Geelong
Cats.
31 leading Richmond 3, St Kilda 32 leading Essendon 6. And was that Jace Boris just popping a Blackman's already?
Oh, gee whiz, I tell you
Pixel
what.
Sports
Sunday
Media
afternoon.
Pixel Sports Media works to its own timings, doesn't it?
We're not at the Sporting Globe just yet, Jace. Take it easy.
For the bounce for Team Tyre Power in the Ponds and Norlane Hotel. Get your friends together and have a fun day out at the Ponds and Norlane Hotel. Sun shining, weather warm, but breeze blowing from the north. Just not as serious as it has been through our pre-game, but maybe a little bit more to come throughout the afternoon. Win an SUV on now at APCO. Live, breathe, Carrot Footy.
Tom, Liddy and Lottie, Geelong's favourite way to wake up.
So if you have trouble bending, stretching, putting on socks as you get older, or if you were injured, so I've seen this hack.
I could use this.
Yeah, I know.
Because I have to roll on my back at the moment and kind of hook one on my big toe and just anything like that, just to get it started.
Of course you do. It's called foreplay.
In 2025, Geelong and the Surf Coast's favourite way to wake up is Tom, Liddy and Lottie on K-Rock 955. Visit one of Mimosa Homes' 50 displays across Melbourne and Geelong.
Since a bloke named Bill started cutting timber in a mill back in 1980, Barwon Timber's been the builder's best mate ever since. Whether you're stick framing or need prefab frames and trusses, Barwon Timber's got what you need for every building stage. Geelong owned and operated with trade quality products in stock, ready to go. Barwon Timber, Fellmongers Road, Breakwater. The team that builders just keep coming back for.
I'm going down to Barwon Timber.
Great news, Torquay and Warm Ponds. KFC is now open in your part of the world. Drive through, takeaway, or on your favourite food delivery app. KFC, Torquay and Warm Ponds, now open. Did someone say KFC?
When an emergency strikes, every second counts. That's why you need a trusted and reliable emergency department that provides you with the highest level of care. And that's exactly what you'll find at St John of God Geelong's Emergency Department. Open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m, 7 days a week. From chest pains to broken bones, St John of God Geelong's team of experienced doctors and nurses is there, ready to care for you. St John of God Geelong, caring for our community for 50 years.
Your dream home is closer than you think with Metricon, Australia's #1 home builder. With our Fast Track program, your contract is ready in 7 days and you can get to site in as little as 16 weeks. Plus, you can receive an upfront and transparent Fast Track saving on your stunning Metricon design. Contact us to see if you qualify and move in faster than you thought possible. Metricon, love where you live. Terms and conditions apply. CDBU 52967.
At Harvey Norman, Corio and Warn Ponds, meet the next generation of computing power, the new Intel Ultra processors. With AI and Windows Copilot, these computers have never been faster or smarter. For technology that's not just ahead of the curve, but bending the curve, talk to Geelong's experts in tech and discover how you can upgrade your world. Harvey Norman, Corio and Warn Ponds, proudly bringing you the future of computers, now.
At APCO, we know your time is precious. So download the APCO app to skip the queue and pay for your fuel from the comfort of your car. Love our Jaffles and award-winning coffee? Pre-order through the APCO app. No more waiting in line, just grab and go. Shop the way you want, when you want. Just search APCO app in your app store and start saving time today. APCO Cafe 24/7. We've got you.
Thanks to our #1 ticket holder, APCO. Fueled by APCO Cafe 24/7.
Sunday afternoon GFL football, and welcome onto the ground St Mary's. Newtown already out. We're about 10 minutes away from bounce as we bring you the first semi-final, the cutthroat first semi-final in our last Sunday footy of season 2025. The winner to progress to a preliminary final to take on Colac. The loser is done and dusted for this year. In the experts chair, Rowan McSparron this afternoon. Ro, it's a case of we get enamoured sometimes by the team that's won the previous week, but Newtown finished top three for a reason. reason, and it's because they're a very good football side.
Yeah, absolutely, and they've won the games to qualify in that position, and as I know firsthand, and you keep mentioning, Tom, that sometimes going out in straight sets can happen quite easily. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond. And as we were talking to Will, it'll be interesting to see how these young fellas go against a pretty seasoned St Mary's team.
Give us a head-to-head that you're going to keep an eye on that'll influence this contest for Breakwater Meadowlands. Still projects made easy.
I've got two. I reckon in the ruck is going to be super important today. With the wind, if we're getting clearances early out of the midfield, you're going to get some really good looks on goal coming out of the centre here at West. So I'll go Cam Wilkinson and Fletcher Hughes. And the other one is, this bloke's been in ripper form, is Sam Burke. And I think a great matchup for him will be Murdoch. So we'll see. We did see he had his leg heavily strapped last week and Garner got hold of him early. But I think Garner and obviously Burke are two different type of players. So I'd like to see how those two go about it today.
So Sam Burke, 7 goals when the two teams met a fortnight ago at Elderslie Reserve. Paddy Dowling was also influential that day, so I suspect there'll be a matchup for him as well that we'll keep an eye on. Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchups. 201 Townsend Road in Mullett. New stock arriving every day. Jane Birch is boundary side for us this afternoon for Leopold Sporties. Leopold Sporties brand new sports bar now open. That breeze, is it as significant as what we saw last Sunday, Birchie?
Not as significant as last Sunday, but it is blowing, and I was just standing right in line with David Wojcinski there, and that's the perfect spot where you want to have a kick for goal from. It's going to gust up to 32 kilometres an hour at the moment, so it's a 3-goal breeze, absolutely, and it is coming from that northwest direction over towards the scoreboard pocket.
Thank you for that, Birchie. Goddings, Geelong's Kubota dealers, tractors, excavators, mowers, and more. Talking about Wojcinski, Alfie recalled, didn't play in the qualifying final last week, but he comes in with Tommy Kittle for Willow Dwyer and Felix Katsaris we saw running around in the reserves yesterday.
I'll tell you what, Tom Kittle is bigger than his dad. I'll tell you that. He's a big boy, isn't he? Gee whiz. He looks a good size.
Tommy Kittle's old man, of course, Rod, was a superstar cricketer, and then
he's terrible.
And then his uncle Darren,
he's terrible too.
Who's actually now playing a lot of golf at Port Arlington.
Is he? Well, you know what? He'd be bloody good at that too, I suspect, because he was pretty good at cricket.
Toss of the coin upon us. Ned Harris as the acting captain. So still no Luke Maddock, who has had a little setback. Not with the knees though. He's actually injured a hamstring last week of training.
Oh, really?
So tend to happen after a long period off your legs. You start running again, you get to top speed.
So best hope for him is a grand final, and then would you be bringing somebody in who hasn't played for 10 weeks? Probably not. No. And Ben Panisi is the other one that they haven't been able to consider. St Mary's the only player, they are at full strength outside of Ryan Pendlebury, whose ankle still hasn't come up, but you would suspect they will give him every opportunity to play as part of their final series. Let's go around the panel. Birchie, as you get the toss of the coin firstly, and then a winner and a margin.
Wow, another surprise. Newtown just won the toss and they'll kick against the breeze. So they're going to the northern end.
I did see Ned Harris point in that direction.
In the first quarter. So my tip, I'm going for Mary's by 19 points.
Thank you. Laurie Hill, winner and margin. St Mary's by 12 points. Rowe.
St Mary's 23.
Jason.
St Mary's by 35.
Wow.
It's going to be a blowout today.
St Mary's as well. And I don't think it'll be a blowout. 15 points. Final margin on this one this afternoon. So players just going through their final bit of warm-up, and we're not too far away from... They've actually tossed the coin. Usually they bring them in with only a couple of minutes, but they've disappeared already, the captains from the middle. Umpires today, Tim Callender, Hamish Irvin and Jake McLeod controlling this one. If you hadn't caught up with the news, our senior field umpires for the grand final, Chris Jones, Daniel Wilson, and get out of the way, Steve Ganaccia.
Straight sets in 2019. It's what do you say? Death and taxes.
Death, taxes, and Kingy talking about 2019, and
I'm only talking about Nachos getting in the way and maybe costing you a flag.
Great Nachos.
Lucky he's a staunch Collingwood man. That's probably saved his life on numerous occasions.
Where will you be on Saturday morning to try and find the TV with the Collingwood game on?
I will be in Nashville watching it with the Nashville Kangaroos.
Oh, really?
I found out where their local bar is. They've got the game on tally there.
You're a freak.
And,
Look at you.
And the Pies will be up and about.
Now, I've had a message. I've been dealing with our friends over at the Matt Glynn is his name, talking about the London. Is it the London Wildcats?
Yes.
Was it West London?
West
Is that what they used to be?
Yep. Earls Court.
3 men's teams since 1990, so he's written 355th year, but that's their 35th year. 2 women's teams, most successful club in the competition. They have netball clubs, Greek island footy trips.
Oh, watch.
Can help find accommodation and work for any new players arriving. The current coach is Sam Trolful, ex and Joey, son and back.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, right.
Lots of extra long players over the years. Billy Brownless has been #1 ticket holder.
Oh, imagine him on the Greek Isle footy trip.
Yeah, so
my great mate Ross Dillon played in a flag at the Wildcats.
Really?
Yep. And told us all about it on a golf trip, that he was in the best players and he won him the game.
Oh, Ross settled down.
He mustn't have kicked the ball too much,
Absolutely.
just marked it like 04.
Tuesday to Wednesday kicker, Ross. Tuesday to Wednesday kicker.
Correct.
Yeah. Mark the ball. We could mark the ball in the middle of nowhere with any, but couldn't kick.
Don't kick.
So we'll continue to pump up our friends over there. Thank you to Matty Glynn. We'll give that a mention in the podcast. Beyond the Boundary this week, GDFNL Grand Final Edition. Peter Riccardi and Ned Alsbrook to join us in the studio along with the Premiership Cup. As it did last week, we really appreciate the coaches making themselves available to do that. So players making their way into huddles for the final time and to break off, but to a person in this K-Rock box, everybody tipping St Mary's this afternoon. The KFC X poll result, got to be careful, you spit that out. 10 original tenders for just $10. KFC FLG pickup only. I love how Birchie acts all innocent and then somebody does something that's a little bit of innuendo and
a little bit light blue and she laughs.
She's giggling like a schoolgirl.
Spent too much time here with you guys.
Yes. That's it. Throw us under the bus. Good on you,
So
It's rubbing off.
the final poll, St Mary's 68%, Newtown 32%. So basically 2 for 1 in that regard. So who will advance to a preliminary final and who will say farewell to season 2025? St Mary's and Newtown and Chilwell. And Newtown have won the toss, and as Birchie has told us, thanks to Goddings, Geelong's Kubota dealers, tractors, excavators, mowers and more, they're going to kick into the breeze, which we think is around the 3-goal mark here at West Oval.
Be like batting on a green wicket, wouldn't it? And,
well, maybe they're surmising that it might take 15 minutes for both of them to settle down in the final. So maybe they're thinking that, and they might have 6 blokes behind the ball too.
Well, it looks like right now they've got 8 behind the footy at the moment, Newtown.
There you go.
So there are 8 blokes behind the centre square.
Right.
So, and Tommy Kittle is actually the debutant, is one of those. He's going over to Sam Christensen. Oof. We'll see whether Murdoch goes to Burke. In fact, it looks like it might be McGlade who's going to get first go there for Breakwater Meadowland. So and Murdoch's gone to Rudd. Dunn's gone to... So Alex Dunn's got the tough task on the talisman Dowling. Braden Ham has started forward of the footy. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on here that you're going to have to unpack for us, Rowe, in the experts chair for the Sporting Globe. But we are ready to go. First semi-final, cutthroat footy, opening term action on K-Rock Football, thanks to Harvey Norman, Corona and Warren Ponds. Here's Jace.
Fletcher Hughes and Cam Wilkinson, and Fletcher Hughes for St Mary's gets it down first ruck. Bove through the middle for Newtown. Rayner, though, the other way for the Saints. His kick was smothered, still in the middle. Ball in dispute. Bartolo's handball on the out to Fletch Hughes. He gets a little left foot kick towards centre wing. Morey runs past it. Bove doesn't. Dowling comes up, puts the tackle on him and holds him up, and we'll have a ball up just forward of centre wing on the outer side for St Mary's, who are tracking with the breeze in this first term. Hughes got past it in the end. Wilkinson took it out of the ruck and handballed it away, but only as far as Cockrell. Up the chimney towards centre half forward. Newtown with the numbers. Off the side though, Wales. Inside, there's the extra, one of the extra spare men. It's Hocking, plays that role well for Newtown. Goes out wide. Oh, Foppiani goes up. Double grabber takes the mark at half back for the Towners.
Good start by Connor Foppiani, who was quite, it's fair to say, last week in the qualifying final. Right half back. Launches a high ball. It'll hold in the breeze to the wing. Wilkinson flew. Fletcher Hughes was there with him. Out of the pack, that's a throw. Garner tried to take it away for the Saints but couldn't. Knocked forward by Coburn through traffic and maybe, or Harkness I should say, slung in the tackle. Carousella holding the ball. Jack Blood will be the recipient of the free kick. Point of the square left half back. Quickly wants to bring it. Broadcast side. Hammy's target. Good spoil by Byrne, who then found it at ground level. Got a kick. A little dribbler because he was pulled off it in a good tackle by Ham. Carousella worked hard to come across and win the footy. They'll get a stoppage. And I think Steve Johnson will be happy with the way they've structured up so far, Rowe, for the Sporting Globe.
Yeah, they've been pretty good around the ball, and they've been slow with ball in hand just to take time off clock.
So Wilkinson gets it down front towards Bove. Rode by Garner. He coughed the footy up and then had to put the tackle on in the end against Wilkinson. The big ruckman will get up and give the ball back to the umpire. Hughes. Wilkinson just stood his ground, got it away. Cockrell's handball for St Mary's, missed it. Madola for Newtown, got it towards Harkness, tried to run through Rayner, couldn't do so. And they might just be held up there. Tullio can't go anywhere, and he is wrapped up by the opposite number 2, Bailey Cockrell. We're going to have a ball up 45 out from the Newtown goal.
Remember last week only one goal kicked to the northern end. That was by Paddy Dowling and proved decisive into the breeze. Roving here, Ned Harris taken by Cockrell. Handball stolen by Blood. He walked into Liam Nash, who's decided to wear the 21 today. And we'll get a ball up. Play HQ has him wearing, had him wearing number 6. He's worn number 6, but rolling out in the 21 today. Another stoppage. Wilkinson and Hughes, it's allowed to hit the ground. No ruck got anywhere near it. They didn't set themselves very well. Head over the footy and locked up. Is that Nash? It is, and we'll do it all again. Right at the top of the 50, but this is suiting Newtown, is they've chosen to kick into the breeze in this opening term. We've gone nearly 3 minutes and there's no score on the Harvey Norman K-Rock scoreboard.
Hughes gets it down Wales to St Mary's, trying to tap it on the outside to Bartolo. Chopped off by Diamond, handball by Madola. Newtown back inside forward 50. Harkness gets thrown into the ground. Ball still in dispute across 50. Wales on hands and knees. Tullio comes at him for Newtown. Might end up in his arms as well. Big pack around it, rugby scrum style. And the umpire's letting it go, and he might have to come in now. He will. Just inside forward 50. In fact, it might be a boundary throw-in. Is it? No, it's going to be a ball up. Just inside the forward 50 for Newtown.
Hughes getting a fist on the footy. Ball goes outside defensive 50. Hacked off the ground there for St Mary's to the wing, but it's going to come back done. A high floating ball that'll flirt with the boundary line and go out of bounds on the full, and Charlie Sprague will be the recipient of the free kick at left half back. 3 3/4 minutes played on the Barwon Foods opening quarter time clock. Sells the freshest fish direct to you. Not far from here, Donga Road in North Geelong. Conceding some ground back to Bartolo. Bartolo will go short to Hamish Burke, number 1 in the competition for 1%ers, has really grown as a player. He switches the play into the right back pocket. Lang just stretching, couldn't mark, but found it at ground level. Snapped a kick over his shoulder. It worked out okay because Fletcher Hughes had come up and marked on his chest.
So Hughes takes it at half-back. Handballs it away very Monday to Friday. So he gives it away to Rayner, goes towards half-forward. Burke's got a couple on him. One of them was McGlade. Comes back towards Burke, but surrounded by Newtown players. McGlade's handball, they missed the target. Runs across half-forward. Cockrell on his left. Pops it up towards Christensen. He popped it too. Don't worry about that. Coming the other way. Kettle runs through some traffic and does well defensively. Gets it out towards half-back. Coming back the other way, though. Saints have got the numbers. Cockrell, this time better with the right foot. Hocking goes up. Intercept as always, Braden Hocking, and it takes the mark about 30 out from the St Mary's goal.
You can hear Steve Johnson directing traffic from the bike track. Right back pocket, a long high ball towards half back. Hughes from 3 deep could mark front of the pack more. He just jammed it on the boot, ball territory. That's got to be insufficient intent. No, it'll be a boundary throw in at true centre wing. So no score through the opening 5 minutes, and this game is being well and truly played on Newtown's terms, Ro.
It is. There's a lot of ruck and maul. Jay said heaps of numbers around the ball. It's a bit of Russian roulette at this stage too. St Mary's on the defence and then Newtown on their defensive side.
Boundary throw in. Hughes from behind. Got it down for St Mary's. Nash rode the tackle and got the handball away to Morey. He played for half the free kick. Threw the head back like he was on the grassy knoll. No free kick coming, so it's going to be a ball up centre wing on the outer side. Wilkinson again just pops it down to Harris. Block, said the umpire, and must have been off the ball too because it's coming back to Chris Jansen for St Mary's. He's going to drive it towards half forward. Kick better. Oh, defensively. They did pretty well, but Ali McDonald ended up with the football. Some Marys. They go inside 50 again, over the back. Wales to run on it. Burke's there as well. Sam comes out, handball quickly, under pressure. Murdoch, his handball was good to Burn. On the left, clearing kick, going towards the boundary line. This will be interesting. Hello, boundary throw-in.
Yeah, no, there was no speed picked up by Irvin.
No, he just let it go. It's going to be a boundary throw-in. Centre wing, broadcast side. No score yet this afternoon. 6 played, first term on the Bowen Foods time clock.
So umpires Hamish Irvin, Jake McLeod and Tim Callender. I think a first GFL senior final for Jake McLeod.
Good on you, Jake. Well done.
Young fella, ball hurled back into play. His dad yesterday, Scott, doing the Bellarine Grand Final. Shallow throw in, and at the front of the pack, tackle laid. I think Ned Harris might be at the bottom of all that. He's brought to ground by Blood, and
geez, he doesn't half look like his old man, does he, Jake? Oh, gee whiz. Got him in the peepers there. He's Scott's son.
Ball into the air. Just a double palm down by Wilkinson. Jammed on the boot by Harry McMahon to half forward. Ham was clean. Wonderful tackle. Burn. Calls for holding the ball that go unheeded. Chance here for Mitch Diamond. He met the footy full chested. Gave a handball to Nash on his non-preferred left. Wants Foppiani in front of Lang. Taking a good mark. Runs onto the bike track. Comes back and steadies himself. Nobody stands the mark. Lang gives him plenty of room. So you can buy some territory here. He can pull the kick into the left forward pocket. Looking for Dodos potentially to fly. Couldn't mark. Tulio off the hands of the pack. Was able to hold on to it, but then he was held on to Harvey Ryan among those laying the tackle. And we'll get a ball up just inside the left forward pocket. Newtown in attack. No score through 7.5 minutes in this first semi-final in the opening quarter. Harvey Norman, Corio and Morn Pond scoreboard.
So ball up forward for Newtown. Hughes got it down towards the boundary line. Wanted somebody to run onto it. It was Jack Blood. Kick around the corner towards centre wing. Murdoch comes at it. Got a hand to it as well. Close to the boundary line again. Pack develops. Sprague comes in and makes the tackle. Birchie, down to you. Stevie J's like an expectant father down there. He's running up and down the bike track.
There's plenty of intensity from Stevie J today. Wouldn't expect anything less. I think he's pretty fired up.
Thanks to Leopold's boys this afternoon. Birchie, boundary side. Ball back in play on centre wing right in front of up. And the ball's going to be close to the boundary line again. Wales puts a tackle on. And it is the BBC at the moment. It's 0-0 here. And we've played 8 minutes in the first term at West Oval.
Welcome to those watching through AFL Barwon TV this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying the call as much as we are bringing it to you. Ball into the air for Wilkinson and Hughes. Wilkinson winning the tap down. Garner the roving for St Mary's, trying to get a handball away. Ned Harris happy to see it over the boundary line, and we will do it all again. And a stoppage fest will not upset Stevie J in this opening quarter.
At this stage, it's looking a masterstroke, contest after contest.
And rolling at the moment with one behind the footy, and that one is Brayton Hocking, who is the most dangerous intercept player in the GFL. He and Harris Jennings probably two of the best at it. From the boundary throw, and it's knocked forward into the path of Jansen. The ball deflects off his face. Trying to track it towards the boundary line is Madola. The handball didn't get back to Charlie Harris. Kick around the corner. Ham didn't get good purchase. Went about 8 metres. Morey did get good purchase on the kick, but he's put it out of bounds on the full. And it'll be Nick Connors with the resultant free kick right at the interchange gates in front of Birchie. Riding the boundary for Leopold Sporties this afternoon. A long ball, a high ball. Wilkinson sets himself front position. Will provide a spoil. McGlade off the hands of the pack. Here's Braden Ham. Braden Ham pounces. Braden Ham goals. Just needed the one touch, did the former Bomber. And a snap over the right shoulders. A classy finish. A Metricon goal of the day contender early. First quarter. Harvey Norman, Corio and Morn Pond scoreboard. Best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman. St Mary's 1 straight 6. Newtown yet to score. That taking 9.5 minutes to open the scoring.
Not a bad move by St Mary's, putting someone like Ham in front of the ball. The ball's obviously going to spend a fair bit of time on the ground in the front half, and we see the class there of the finish on his natural left foot. It's a smart move, having quality players ahead of the ball.
Back to the middle. Hughes and Wilkinson. Get a hand to it through the middle. And Wilkinson got it back to Ned Harris. Got a clearing kick for Newtown. Goes out wide with the kick. Tracking Wojcinski. Coburn gets out there first for Newtown. Can't keep it in though. And it will be out of bounds for a throw-in just forward of centre wing for the Towners.
Around the grounds for Leopold Sporties. Geelong late in the third quarter against Richmond, 46-10 at Princess Park.
So boundary throw in for Wilkinson and Hughes. Hughes got it down, gained a bit of meterage as well. Dowling runs past it, close to the boundary line. Kapala went the ball instead of, well, in fact, went McDonald instead of the footy, and the ball dribbled over the boundary line. So it'll be a throw in this time forward of centre wing for St Mary's. Kicking with the aid of a breeze in this first term. Throw in for Hughes and Wilkinson. Bit of a short boundary throw in with the breeze. The ball comes forward to McDonald. He is collectively tackled by 3 different Newtown players, and we're going to have a ball up again on half forward on the outer side.
So we're waiting for something to happen. We've got a goal, but through 11 minutes it's been really spectacle-free. Copley had his kick smothered on the outer wing, taken by Harkness, who's wrapped up in a 3-man tackle. Copley among those, along with Connors and also Blood, to ensure the former Torquay youngster, who would have been here playing under 18s with Torquay in the GFL final series from under Division 1 under 18s. And Charlie Harris taken high there by Jack Blood. Will take the free kick. Had to earn that one, Charlie. The Towners have got it, true centre wing. They'd still be happy. Nearly 12 minutes played and only conceded the 1 goal after winning the toss and electing to kick into the breeze. A long ball to half forward. Fletcher Hughes flew for St Mary's, couldn't mark. Wilkinson, the unlikely rover, off the hands of the pack. Kick inside 50, a clean bowled Harkness. Cleaned up the back for St Mary's. The voice of Wales receives a handball. He'll go towards the corridor, and it's a well-weighted kick onto the chest of Dowling, who we call for the first time this afternoon.
Dowling straight down the middle, great kick too to Blood, who took it at centre half forward, plays on. 50 from goal, terrible off the boot. Ball might scrub through though. Which way is it going to bounce? It's going to bounce out of bounds, which is probably a good result for the Bogan Catholics this afternoon. It's in their right forward pocket, and they'll have another opportunity for a goal. So have to be careful, Row, with that transition. Paddy Dowling's dangerous anywhere up the ground.
100%, especially with ball in hand. He usually makes good decisions, and I was surprised that Jack Blood usually finishes those.
Yeah.
Lucky not to have another one on the board.
2 mines caught in?
I think so.
Ball back into play. Front position Wilkinson against Christensen. The roving done by Kapala for the Eagles. He'll kick to the middle of the ground. And back with the flight. Harkness judged it nicely. He'll have a tough afternoon, Archer Harkness, because he'll have Nick Connors for company for Wombat Gully Plant Farm. Short to Tullio. Now Tullio's just waiting for some run to present from behind, and it comes from Charlie Harris. Although he's just going to hold things up, and there's no want to go into the breeze. They're just happy to take time off the clock. They've learnt some lessons from last week, have the Towners. A high ball that'll hang in the air, flying and marking at the front. It's a good grab taken there by Coburn. And he'll also hold things up for the moment. St Mary's will roll numbers back. And he'll just set it up from about 70 out. Holds in the breeze to about 25 out from goal. Hughes flew off the hands of the pack. Dodos couldn't get his kick away. He's held up by Harry McMahon, and we'll get a stoppage in the right forward pocket. About 25 from the Newtown goal, attacking the northern or Melbourne end in this first quarter. On the Barn Foods time clock has gone 13 3/4 minutes.
Ball comes down to Jansen. He gets a left foot kick around the corner, outside defensive 50. Falls okay for Dowling across half back, outside the left boot towards the centre of the ground, and playing for a hold and getting it. Travellini, he's going to get the free kick, or he's going to play on advantage. No, the umpire says come back, and I think Paddy Dowling kicked the goal. So there you go.
I think it's hand.
It was a hand, was it? It was too.
Classy finish.
It was. Doesn't mean anything, but it was a classy finish. He's going to come back to Travellini, and Newtown have been able to get everybody behind the ball now, as Jesse Travellini will have the footy inside the centre square. Maybe you just bump it all.
Newtown have got 14 players inside defensive 50.
Yep. So Travellini,
he's half a chance.
He is half a show. He's probably better on the run, Jesse, but with this breeze going to the southern end, he's going to be kicking from 60. He comes now with a right foot kick, right to the top of to the bottom of the square. Oh, Burke got a hand to it and off hands, and through for one behind. So 1-1-7. Now St Mary's, they go to Newtown, yet to score. Harvey Norman K-Rock. First quarter scoreboard, best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman.
Mitch Diamond, the prefer kicker-innerer for Newtown and Chilwell. Between him and Braden Hocking, usually with that duty. He'll take off into the right back pocket, he'll burst, and then he'll drive a kick towards the point of the square at half back, and coming across and taking a good mark. Charlie Lang, that's a Hamlin hanger. Across the front of a pack of 4, judged at best, took a really nice mark. And we'll look to send St Mary's back into attack. A long ball towards the top of the square. Off the hands of the pack, Braden Hocking just says, let's get out of here. It'll hold in the breeze. Christensen will come hard. Good spoil at the front. Foppiani off the hands of the pack. It might have been Lang, but his kick inside 50 was a lazy one. get more time. And Madola, who's had to go back and help out, marked on the chest. And they are just happy to work time off the clock. They turn their back on the play. They take all the time that's on offer, and then they kick when told.
Yes, and they go to the outer side half-back flank again. Front and centre from Tulio was great, and he takes a bounce and runs away and has 2 bounces and has 3 bounces. He's like he's running from box 1 at Geelong. He goes with a right foot kick. Oh, it doesn't hit the target, which was Kapala, and coming the other way, Bartolo. He goes short to Garner, or under pressure from Bove. Took a very good mark at centre half-back. The veteran wants to play on quickly, goes to the outer side. Hamish Burke had to stretch and take the mark. He does. He handballs it forward. Gets it to Ham, who just chips it over the top. Taking the mark, Harry McMahon back on the hands towards Travellini. 50 from goal. This looks better. Can they finish it off? Handball over the top again, close to the boundary line. And the right foot kick is missed, and that came from Charlie Sprague. And through for 1 behind. So they've got a 1-2-8 now, St Mary's. Newtown yet to score. Harvey Norman, K-Rock. First quarter scoreboard.
St Mary's with their spare are actually keeping it on this open side of the ground and sliding their defence back so they get their +1 defensively. It's interesting to see that they actually went the other side of the ground that time instead of using their +1.
Which time and again, just waiting for the footy to come back from the crowd. A good crowd too, as you'd expect. The only game of local footy on in the region. Diamond driving it outside, defensive 50 through the hands of Rudd. At ground level, a handball. Lang tried to get it away. Ryan had his kick well smothered, but Hamish Burke to clean up the loose footy for the Saints. Christensen's handball out of the reach of Lang, but taken by Cockrell, who on the outside of the right boot puts it to half forward. Not a great kick. Handball out of the pack for Newtown towards Nash. Nash's kick smothered though, flying through by Copley. Little handball Sprague to Travellini, who ran out of room, and will get a boundary throw in at left half forward. 17.5 minutes played. If you came here expecting a high scoring spectacle, you haven't got it. The Saints are 1-2-8 thanks to a goal at the 9-minute mark from Braden Ham. Newtown Chilwell, after winning the toss and electing to kick into the breeze, yet to score.
Boundary throw in. Christensen gets it down the ruck for St Mary's. Gets away to Jansen. Handball to Bartolo was slick. He runs through traffic. Oh, it just spreads the sea there. Goes to the left foot kick inside the forward 50. Dowling's handball over the top. Missed the target. Newtown with the numbers. Will sit for Diamond though. Coming at him, Travellini. Got around him. Oh, a little bit of candy from Mitchie too. Goes to the right foot kick towards centre wing. It's a one-on-one. Getting back there, Ryan Burke as well for St Mary's. They might see it over the boundary line. Wojcinski can't keep it in. And it will be a boundary throw in centre wing on the outer side.
St Mary's playing into Newtown's hands here with those shallow forward 50 entries. They're just giving them the opportunity to slingshot straight off half back there. They need to just get it deeper or over Hocking's head.
From behind, Christensen may be winning the tap down against Foppiani, but it's going to roll back towards the boundary line. And the Kerrs Hire sign. What Kerrs Hire stats you keeping this afternoon, Rowan? Any numbers that you're keeping an eye on?
Some clearances and inside 50s. We know the inside 50s are going to weigh heavy to the right of screen, so we'll just see who makes the most of their time inside forward half.
Quality equipment for hire and sales. Kerrs Hire, North Geelong Grove, Dale and Ocean Grove. Tapped down by Foppiani. In the front of the pack, at the bottom of the air, is Madola. And he gets to his feet and hands the ball back to umpire Irvin, who quickly puts it into the air. Maybe Foppiani a hand on it. Jansen a handball. Quick kick forward out of the pack came from Garner, and that's going to go out of bounds on the full in front of the scoreboard. That is ticking towards 19.5 minutes played and showing for Harvey Norman, Corio and Warren Pond. St Mary's 1-2-8. Newtown and Chilwell yet to score. Geelong at three-quarter time in the AFLW clash with the Tigers. 7-10-52. Lead Richmond 2-4-16.
So play on from deep inside forward back 50. Murdoch's kick. Fell short. Hamish Burke claimed the mark. The umpires didn't agree. He's going to come in and ball it up. So just forward of centre wing for St Mary's. We're going to have a ball up. Foppiani in the ruck against Christensen at the moment. Ball spills free to Copley. Tapped on by Christensen. Garner can't keep it in. Carousella right next to him. We're going to have another boundary thrown at left half forward for the Saints.
Put yourself in Luke Rayner and Ben Bosley's shoes, Ro. What are you doing to try and open this game up?
Well, I think you've got to get what your spare is nearly irrelevant behind the ball because of the air time when it's kicked. I think you need to get your spare at the footy and try and burst through the front of the stoppage. They're good at getting in front of the ball, St Mary's.
Sporting Globe in the experts chair, Rowan McSparran, Bell Park Premiership player, Geelong Amateur Premiership coach and player. And we'll get another stoppage after the boundary throw-in. The ball's locked up, and this is exactly how they want it played to the Eagles. Tapped down by Christensen doing the ruck work. Jansen had he knocked from his grasp. Carousella picked it up and then he walked into a two-man tackle. And it will be a taxing style that they're trying to play Newtown. Is that the only query you've got?
Well, they're going to get their looks in the second quarter, and the way they've played this quarter, I think that, you know, unless St Mary's can really lock it up in the second quarter, it's going to be open game.
Ball falls to Ham, 50 from goal. He puts it to the top of the square. Burke's got half a dozen players on him for Newtown. Oh, off the bottom of the pack, though. They lost it in the pack, and Rudd came through and kicked it off the ground and kicked a goal for St Mary's. So they can have all the numbers they like, Newtown, but if you actually don't possess the ball, you're in trouble. And Michael Rudd makes them pay in the goal square, and they go to 2-2-14. They lead Newtown, yet to score. Harvey Norman, K-Rock, first quarter scoreboard, best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman.
What Newtown don't need now is St Mary's to kick 2 or 3 goals in time on. All the good work that they've done for the first 3 quarters of the first quarter can't go undone with 3 or 4 quick goals here to St Mary's.
So the ball back in the middle. And Wilkinson back in the ruck against Hughes. So they've had their mid-quarter rest. The ball falls towards Nash, tries to tap it back to Wilkinson. Goes to Harry McMahon for St Mary's. His kick, though, only as far as Charlie Byrne at the point of the centre square at half-back for Newtown. And he's going to be able to try and drive that back towards centre wing with the kick. He goes wide towards the boundary line. Coburn goes up, can't take the mark. Behind him was Hamish Burke. Ball spills free, and we're going to have another boundary throw in on the outer side centre wing.
22.25 minutes played on the Barwon Foods time clock. Sells the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road in North Geelong. Is this about the margin you'd be happy with a quarter time row if you were Stevie J?
Oh, you'd be stoked. The boys would be pumped if they come in 14 points down with this, Bruce.
Hughes from behind winning the tap down. It rolls back over the boundary line, and we will do it all again. Stoppage numbers are going to be massive, you would suspect, and Cam Wilkinson and Fletcher Hughes are going to be racking up the hit-outs. Cam Wilkinson through the home and away season, 762 hit-outs for the year. So we averaged about 42 a game. Little palm down there by Bove to Nash, although getting in the way was Wales, and the ball will go out of bounds again for another stoppage. So we'd like to make this a little bit more interesting for you, but this is the style of footy that Newtown want to play, and it's working for them at the moment. They're kicking into the breeze after winning the toss, and they trail 14-zip, but it's exactly where they want the game being played.
Hughes tried to tap it to the front, only as far as Bow for Newtown. Got it towards half forward. Dotis takes the mark in front where he should be as a forward. He just chips the ball over the top. It's okay. Tullio takes the mark right next to the boundary line and right half forward. 55 from goal. And just holding the ball up. He'll probably go down the line, you would suspect. He does. He goes into the pocket. Pack there. No mark taken. Hughes, Burke, Hamish. And was that too high? It was. And it was a Hamish Burke coming across and right over the top of Liam Nash. And he's going to take the free kick for over the shoulder. And he will shoot from 30 metres out, 45-degree angle. This would be a nice little fillip for them too, Rowe, into the breeze.
Yeah, for sure. All their hard work. They haven't hit the scoreboard yet, but if he puts this one home and to go in 8 points down at quarter time, I think Stevie J would be happy with that.
Just some breaking news. Harris Jennings has signed with Portland for next year.
Wow, there you go. Well,
that is now 12 members of Leopold's premiership team from last year who are no longer at the club.
Those Portland boys might not be coming back to West either. Nash. Stephen Kerner hands it through for goal here. That was a real helicopter job from Liam Nash.
But it was the old flower bag, wasn't it?
Got the desired result. They go to 1 straight 6. They trail St Mary's 2-2-14. Harvey Norman, K-Rock. First quarter scoreboard in the expert share for the Sporting Globe. Here's Rowe.
It might not be a pretty game, but finals footy rarely is, and the wind is playing havoc with the style of footy they want to play. But to Newtown's credit, to kick into the breeze and hold a quality team like St Mary's to 14 points at the, what are we gone now, just gone 25 minutes, is a credit to the boys.
So the other question with the Leopold is, what is Connor Giddings going to do?
He's gone.
Next year as well. And Trent Thompson's name's been linked with a couple of Bellarine clubs. Here's Nash, just a roundhouse with the left fist towards the wing, but it's going to land with Jack Blood. Blood takes a bounce after taking the footy, turns and kicks quickly inside forward 50. Ruddy's target went with the one hand, couldn't mark front of the pack. Nash crunch. Copley got him in a cracking tackle and brought him to ground. Matty Copley does not take a backward step, as you would well know, Ro.
Yeah, he's a little pest, but geez, if he's on your team, you'd love playing with him.
I thought Nash thought he was going to absolutely bowl drive him, and then he thought, oh shit, no, I'm not. Ball comes back. Copley puts another tackle on. That's what he's there for. That's what he's in the team for. Forward pressure. And he keeps it in there again. They're 40 out from their goal. They need one more, you'd suspect, for a little lead at quarter time. Ball goes to Rudd in the ruck. He got the ball away, and then Jack Blood puts a big tackle on. And again, rugby scrum style, we're going to have another ball up.
There is somebody running a live clock.
There is.
You can hear little beeps in the background.
Yep.
So we can actually see that clock to have an idea of how long is left in the quarter. I think there's still a few minutes left. Bove in traffic, just a handball up the chimney. Nash had to reach for it, and as soon as he did and took possession, he was wrapped up and brought to ground. About 40 out from the Saints goal.
4 minutes by the
4 minutes.
He doesn't know the silencer that you can put on it just to take the
We might tell him at quarter time.
Newtown 1 straight 6, St Mary's 2-2-14. Fist into space. Travellini a snap. Didn't get the purchase that he wanted. It's gone out on the full despite the efforts of Sam Beck. No, Sam Beck got a hand on it. Boundary umpire says I'll hurl it back into play next to the right hand behind post. Southern or Church Street into the ground. St Mary's are Archbishop Desmond 2-2-14. May he rest in peace. Newtown a 1 straight 6. Almost 27 minutes played on the Barham Foods time clock. Ball hurled back into play. It's a flat throw in. Christensen won his own tap and then did his own roving and snapped quickly, but has missed to the right through for a minor score. Margin is 9, 2-3-15 on the Harvey Norman K-Rock Corio and Warn Pond scoreboard. Newtown Chilwell 1 straight 6, 27 and a quarter minutes played. Geelong 53 lead Richmond 16. The Cats set for their second AFLW win and some handy percentage as well.
Mitch Diamond waiting for the footy to come back. Must have gone to the yards, I think. It's over the road. Fair way away. Plenty of people chasing it there. Still standing there in the goal square waiting for it to come back.
If this is a close one, you might get plenty of queries about how much time's left now that you've let that cat out of the bag.
That's right. There's a person next to us, Birchie. That's right. Might have to get the spare footy, have they? Where has it gone? Has somebody run down Church Street with it, maybe?
A 27-minute-old Sharon.
They're not cheap, so it's not about. Oh, here it comes. Coming back now. So I would be suspecting that it's going to be a short price favourite. Mitchie is going to kick it to the outer side. So Diamond, it's going to play on and, oh, bugger me, kick it to the outer side. Here he goes, outside defensive 50, big pack there. Somebody took a mark. It was Hughes, I think. The umpire pay it? No, he didn't. And it will be a ball up. So he said a Newtown player must have got a hand to it as well. And we'll have a ball up, 60 out from the St Mary's goal.
Hughes and Wilkinson. Hughes from behind the tap. Copley ran onto the footy, couldn't take it. Neither could Cockrell, who will see it out of bounds. Closing in 100 GFL senior games, Bailey Cockrell, depending on how far the Saints season goes. It'll happen sometime early in 2026 if he was to play to a grand final. He'd get to 99. 81 of those games, of course, with Lara. In the front of the pack, Jansen will send St Mary's inside forward 50. Sam Burke with the fly, front of the pack. The roving by Sprague, and he likes it too. That is front and centre craft at its finest. Metricon goal of the day contender from Charlie Sprague. Took it cleanly, snapped over his left shoulder and didn't make the mistake. And the margin is 15, and maybe having St Mary's a little bit more comfortable about this opening quarter. 3-3-21 the Saints. The Towners are 1 straight 6. Opening quarter action thanks to Harvey Norman, Corio and Morn Ponds.
Good goal from a big fellow. He's not a small man, Charlie Sprague, and to rove it off the pack like that and snap the goal cleanly was good finish. They've had a lot of inside 50s and just haven't capitalised. We spoke about early the shallow inside 50s. That's what happens when you get it deep. Takes away hockey.
Wilkinson got it down in the middle, but rode by Blood. Had a bit more time than he thought, so he just took his time and goes for the right foot kick long towards Rudd. Punched away. Was that a hold? The umpire said yes, please. Free kick, Oscar Murdoch. I think they both had a bit of a hand, but I think unfortunately Ruddy's was a bit worse than Oscar Murdoch, so he will take the free kick. Good to see the leg area not strapped today He wants to handball. He's trying to draw a player. He handballs it forward towards Dunn, who has to just turn around and just dump kick it. Only as far as Rudd. His handball on the outside. Comes back towards Jansen. Getting in there, Kapala for Newtown. And we'll have a boundary throw in right in front of Stevie J in the Newtown coaches box. And half forward for St Mary's.
3-3-21, 1 straight 6 approaching quarter time. I suspect we're going to get some long quarters today. We might be here till, I reckon, the best part of 5 o'clock in terms of game. Tap down Wilkinson, front of the pack. Ned Harris couldn't take it for the Towners, but Kapala could. He then got wrapped up by a handball, spilled out. Jansen just knocked it into space. Wanted Harry McMahon to run onto it. Byrne came the other way to knock it away, but only into the path of Ham. Well done by Madola, just keeping Ham company. And then a little soccer off the ground for space, and it becomes a foot race. Madola and Connors. It just didn't sit for Madola, or he would have been in business. And they're going to get a stoppage and lock it up here. And Foppiani over the top. Jet Madola was just ready to pounce. He had Connors done for speed. He just couldn't get it into the space that he wanted.
Well, he had some serious toe there.
So ball up centre half forward for Newtown. Wilkinson gets it down. Kicked free back towards the centre for St Mary's. It might bounce over everybody. Copley to tap it on beautifully. Rudd, he's going to run past it though. Murdoch was there. Got the handball away. Dunn, under pressure from Dowling. Turned the ball over. Handball by Travellini to Copley. Gives it away to Rudd. Wants to get back on the left. His handball missed the target. Comes back towards Ham. Point of the centre square at half forward. Ham's quick kick inside forward 50. Burke run past the football. Hocking doesn't for Newtown. Handball on the outside to Diamond. Close to the boundary line. Mitch happy to see it over in front of the scoreboard, and we will have a boundary throw in. 32 played in this first term. Bowen Foods time clock. St Mary's 3-3-21. Newtown 1 straight 6.
Mitch Diamond had no interest in reeling that ball in. He was just happy to let it roll off his hands and out of bounds and get a stoppage. What about the pick up of Braden Hocking, the veteran? Game 192 this afternoon. Will he go on in 2026? Wasn't convinced he was going to be playing this year. From the throw in, Garner's run out of room after the ball was knocked into his direction. Just flicks it back to the boundary umpire, and we'll do it all again. 32-20 on the Bowen Foods first quarter time clock. St Mary's 21, Newtown and Chilwell 6. K-Rock, Harvey Norman, Cryer and Warnpond scoreboard. We're just outside 50 at left half forward for the Saints. From behind, Hughes climbed all over the top of Wilkinson. In front of the pack, Nasher, handball. Diamond was happy to take the tackle, and then he actually jumped out of it. Got a handball away. Kapala slung, couldn't get the ball away. Knocked away by Jansen. Now a kick inside 50 for the Saints. Coming out, but not marking Dowling. Recovered though. Handball. Garner tight in the pocket to the goal square. Spoil came from McGlade. Rudd at the front. Quick snap. Michael Rudd has just missed through for a minor score. And the margin is 16. Michael Rudd lively with 1 goal 1. St Mary's now with 3 goals 4. Newtown 1 straight. 33 minutes played on the Bowen Foods first quarter time clock.
Definitely looks like a 4+ goal breeze. And to keep them to 3-4 in the first quarter, I think Newtown would be happy.
Ball again, taking its time to come back to Mitch Diamond. It'll be how they use it in the second quarter now, won't it, hey? How they set up and how St Mary's set up behind the ball. It's a game of chess sometimes, this. Diamond is called to play on, and will to the outer side. As far as he can. Big pack there. No mark taken. Connors at the front. Handball. Charlie Lang runs through some Newtown traffic. Gets held up. And it will be a ball up again. 65 out from the Newtown, from the St Mary's goal.
At least we've had a goal to the northern end today.
That's a good start. We like that. Ball up
It's
for
a
Hughes
difference
and
last
Wilkinson.
week, wasn't it? The one goal
it was. Absolutely.
Ball into the air again. Hughes tried to flick it over his head. Kapala left it behind for the Towners. Hamish Burke had his kick smothered. Well, inadvertently by Bove. I reckon he might have just kicked it into Bove's shins. Then Bove takes the footy. Hamish Burke takes him. And we'll do it all again. Just 4 to the wing, favouring St Mary's. Only 34.5 minutes played opening quarter. Handball out of the pack by Copley. It's taken by Morey. Quite one last week. Kick to half forward down low. Is that a Mark Coburn on the juggle? No. Must have hit the deck.
Bird umpire.
And we'll get a ball up. Got it to true centre wing. Have the Towners. 22 play 6. Saints lead. Wilkinson the tap down. Roving by Blood. Through the head back. Thought he might have been taken high. That might be holding the ball. It is. It'll be a free kick. Ned Harris, the two captains going toe to toe. Ned acting captain in the absence of Luke Maddock. And he'll take the free kick for the Towners. Gee, if they could find another goal before quarter time, would be priceless.
Harris Goes long towards half forward with the kick. Big pack there. Front and centre Jansen. Ball spills free. Connors had it, lost it. Dodos brings it in, drags it in. Umpire says held in. And right on 50 for Newtown, we will have a ball up right half forward on the outer side. 35.5 minutes played in this first term. Wilkinson got it down. Bartolo. Hughes there again. Dodos can't take it. Ball spills to Garner. He gets a clearing kick towards centre wing, but Hocking read it the better for Newtown. Done that a few thousand times in his life. And he takes the mark. Centre wing on the outer side for the Towners.
Coming off 23 touches last week against Colac, 11 rebound 50s. Just kick it as far as he can. Long ball. And the mark taken across the front of the pack by Connors as the timing is starting to be questioned by people in the crowd. 36 minutes almost ticked over. Long ball to half forward. Big fly. Sam Burke, yes! Pay the mark. Hamlin hanger. Wonderful grab. And then quickly plays on to McDonald, who marks about 40 from goal. Will go back and have a shot. That was a big grab by Sam Burke. Wonderful mark. As the siren sounds for quarter time. This is an important kick. 16 points the margin. This to make it 22. 36-26 when the siren sounded. We'll keep tabs of quarter lengths this afternoon with all these stoppages that we suspect are going to take place. Elliot McDonald, 7 goals this year, playing game number 16. Will get close to the man on the mark from 40 metres out. He's pushed it to the right and just snuck it in for a behind. And the margin will be 17 at the first break. 3-5-23 on the opening quarter. K-Rock, Harvey Norman, Corio and Warnpond scoreboard are the Saints. The Towners are 1 straight 6. A break. And back on the other side of this from here at West Oval. First semi-final day, 2025. The winner to a preliminary final to play Colac, the loser, saying farewell to this campaign.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is our centre.
the 7-seat hybrid Toyota Kluger.
Hi, girls.
Available now with a 4.9% comparison rate with Toyota Finance.
What? This is our uniform. Are you serious? They just copied us.
Visit your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota.
Hey guys, should we have one of our massive big nights out?
How you going?
Really handy breeze. It'll be interesting to see what he throws this quarter.
Any numbers that you kept? What were those numbers you're keeping an eye on just for Kerr's high?
Yeah, so they've doubled their inside 50s, and they actually got hold of them in the clearances as well, but the clearances weren't clean. So usually what you see with St Mary's, their clearances are clean. They come out the front of the stoppage and they hit up their forwards really well, but it's been a bit messy at times today. You don't realise how long Fletcher Hughes is to actually see him. Right, he's long arms, really long limbs, and Wilkinson's still a pretty good job at trying to take his body at the ruck contest.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that for this afternoon. One of the Breakwater Meadowland head-to-heads, and in the end, Sam Burke didn't get Oscar Murdoch. It was McGlade that had spent most of the time there on him, and those two obviously key head-to-heads are going to influence this contest.
Yeah, for sure. I'd have Burke just in front that quarter. He kicked a goal, took that beautiful mark at centre forward, and ideally would have set up that last shot on goal, but fortunately for Newtown, it missed.
He brings some star power, Stevie J. Sean Higgins is here. Stuart Edge, the VFL coach at the Western Bulldogs, is here. And His Royal Highness Nolo Dwyer.
And they're into the grand final too, Footscray, playing Southport next Sunday.
The great Ben Riddle's here. I saw him too. He's dagging around with Higo. Of course he is.
Shane Birch is down boundary side for us for Leopold Sporties. Leopold Sporties' brand new sports bar is now open. It's an absolute cracker too. And as we look for Birchie, I think Birchie may have gone to the St Mary's huddle in that first quarter.
I'm with Newtown. I've got Stevie J here with me. Well, Stevie, we thought you might have a few surprises for us today, and I think the first one was revealed pretty early on with that toss of the coin when you kicked against the breeze. That's a bit of a master stroke to keep them to 3-5 in that first quarter.
Yeah, it's a little bit like it can kind of catch you off guard if you don't get it right, like Trent Cotchin did years ago for Richmond when he kicked against the wind. But we'd trained how we wanted to set up and play that quarter all throughout the week and spoken about it, and we knew we were going to be kicking against the wind. And we haven't utilised the wind in first quarters so far this year, so there's another reason why, well, let's try and make it a bit of a dogfight in the first quarter, and then once the game sort of settles, we can try and get the game on our terms.
Well, you'd be really pleased. They obviously stuck to the game plan because it was stoppage after stoppage, which took time off the clock, and then when you had the ball, you also controlled it really well and managed to snag a goal against the breeze. So played perfectly. You'd be very happy.
Yeah, I thought we executed what we wanted to do perfectly, which is great. We've done what we need to do in the first quarter. It's only 30 minutes of footy, so we've got to try and make the most of this strong wind in the second.
Thanks for joining us. Good luck.
No worries. Thank you.
Steve Johnson, the coach of Newtown and Chilwell there. It's great access, isn't it, to be able to hear the reasoning behind what they've done, not at the end of the game,
makes sense
in real time.
Makes sense.
The smart aspect of that is we played in this last week. We haven't kicked with it all year, and if they win the toss and the Twindy,
they're going to win. They're going to kick. That's absolutely right.
So let's know what we've dealt with all year, and that's kicking against it in the first quarter. Let's train for it, and they've done a hell of a job in the first quarter. That's That's very smart coaching.
Tell you what, it would have been interesting if they had if St Mary's had kicked against the wind in the first quarter. What would you have done then?
Yeah, well, I think he won the toss and chose.
3-5-23, 1 straight 6. We've had to wait for a significant crowd to leave the ground. Second quarter action for Sheen Panel Service. Win $10,000 just by repairing your car at Sheen Panel Service. T's and C's apply. Here's Jace.
Wilkinson got it down to Nash, who just coughed the footy up in the contest. Copley, he got a short little right foot kick towards half forward. Coming out Burke, Dowling had it, lost it, threw it away. Umpire said play on. McGlade, oh, that's too high, way too high. And Archer Harkness is getting right stuck into him too. I think it's Chris Jansen on the... Oh, it's Jack Blood. He's not really a favourite of the other teams, Jack Blood.
Probably should have been 50, to be honest.
Absolutely. And he plays on now, Jack Blood, and puts it inside 50 with the kick. Big pack there off the back. Newtown with all the numbers. Caracella gets a clearing kick towards centre wing. Harvey Ryan can't take it. Tullio had it and lost it. He tried to pick it back up. Sprague comes in with the tackle as well. It is Stacks on the mill there, and a little bit of niggle coming into the game.
Good feeling.
We like it. We like it.
Less than a minute played on the Barn Foods time clock. Umpire puts it into the air for Wilkinson and Hughes to go at it again. Chance here, maybe Caracella couldn't take the footy. Here's Diamond, though, receiving from Bove. Stepped through a couple, did it nicely, then pumps it towards right half forward. Dodos the target. Ball got out the back and out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Right on 50. A minute and a quarter played. Newtown with the aid of what we think is a 3 to 4 goal breeze. That norwesterly.
Stevie's actually coaching players to do exactly what they need to do on the ground. That's amazing.
Wilkinson, Hughes from behind won the tap down. Here's Caracella just outside 50 picking the footy up, but Jansen and McDonald halt his progress, and umpire Irvin with a smile on his face says give it to me and I'll put it into the air.
So ball up, Wilkinson, Hughes, both can't get a tap down. Breeze, goes back to Bove. Handball to Ned Harris off a step to the top of the square. Fabiani! Play on advantage, no advantage. He gets it away by hand to Tullio, who hits the post.
Touched off
the boot.
Yep.
He took a great mark, Connor Fabiani, but then was alert to it, gave it away to Tullio. But all he could do was spray it into the left-hand goalpost and through for one behind. So they go to 1-1-7 now, Newtown. St Mary's 3-5-23, Sheen Panel Service. K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard.
Geelong 8-11-59 has defeated Richmond 4-5-29 for second win of the AFLW season. Ham from his defensive goal square. Gets it outside defensive 50 where it holds in the breeze. Sam Burke from about 5 deep couldn't mark. Copley pulled off the footy by Morey and holding the ball. Logan Morey will be the recipient in the long sleeves. As I touched on a quiet one for him last week for the Yarrawonga recruit. He'll send it to about 20 from goal. Fabiani got a little nudge from Sprague. Back of the pack, Rayner just happy to knock it through for a rush behind. And the margin is 15. So consecutive behinds to start the second quarter on the Sheen Panel Service K-Rock scoreboard. Newtown and Chilwell 1-2-8. Trail St Mary's 3-5-23 in the GFL first semi-final.
So Ham plays on. He comes broadcast side to Ryan. So this is the change for St Mary's. They're going to run it through defensive 50. Ryan runs his measure and then goes with a kick towards McDonald, who's got a couple against him. Diamond. And it will be out of bounds. So they've got it to centre wing. I like the idea and the intent, Rowe, but execution's got to be the key.
Oh, that's it. You just need that next outlet kick.
So boundary throw in, centre wing, broadcast side, Hughes and Wilkinson. On the attacking side of the ground for Newtown. Wilkinson taps it over the back. Nash stands back behind it. He can't take it with him, though. Ball spills free. Jansen's handball was okay to Bartola. He got it back to Ham. Quarterback at halfback. Goes with a left foot kick towards centre half forward. Christensen can't quite take the mark. Copley was good front and centre, then left the footy behind. Bove didn't. Got the handball away to Dunn. He got it to Wilkinson. His kick was smothered. Hughes gets it. Little handball over the top. The ball goes back only as far as Charlie Byrne. And was it 15? It must have been, because he's held up by Christensen, and he will take the mark and resultant kick at half-back.
Byrne pulls it towards the broadcast wing, kicked it straight to Connors. He couldn't complete the mark, dribbled like a basketball by Rudd, fired a handball to Ham. Bartolo gobbled up by Tullio and brought to ground. And we'll get a ball up just inside the centre square. It was a good tackle. He latched on, Moa Tullio. Bartolo thought he was out, and in the end, going nowhere. Umpire McLeod just setting the ruckman. Tap down Wilkinson, roving by Harris. That was Ned giving it to Carosello, who gave it to Diamond. Diamond pulls a kick around the corner, wants Tullio, knocked it away from Ham, roving at the front. Harkness wants to take on Sprague. A little stumble, handball to Madola. Madola to Harkness, watch out. Handball to Bove. Bove tight in the pocket, didn't get the purchase he wanted. Kicked it straight to Michael Rudd. He had more time than he realised. And Rudd will send it towards the outer side. He might have kicked it straight to Mitch Dodos or Jed Coburn. Neither could mark. There's going to be a push. Free kick against Chop's son, Chip. So Nick Connors has given away the free kick to Jed Coburn, who'll go back and have a shot. But really, going back, Gennaro Bove should have made more of the opportunity he had.
Well, he had way more time, and he had the outlet on his right-hand side that was running straight at goal. So
I don't know whether Nick Connors did too much wrong there, did he?
I don't think he did. Looking at the replay, I think that's a pretty stiff free kick. You can't pay it for dropping it. It's not under 10s.
Jed Coburn has averaged a goal a game this year. He's been one of the revelations under Steve Johnson. Played all but 2 games coming in this season from 40 metres out. Sends it on its way and he kicks the goal. They needed that. Just to get them going in this second term. Took them the best part of 6 minutes, the Towners. But they moved to Archbishop Desmond 2-2-14. May he rest in peace. St Mary's a 3-5-23 and the margin is back to 9 on the second quarter. K-Rock Sheen Panel Service scoreboard. Win $10,000 just by repairing your car at Sheen Panel Service. T's and C's apply.
Newtown look like they're starting their +1 in Hocking behind the ball and then moving him through the passage of play to square the numbers off to make it 7v7 in front of the ball to try and draw Rudd out of that dangerous position.
He's a handy acquisition if he can get forward of the footy, Braden Hocking.
Certainly is.
So back to the middle. And Wilkinson gets it down. Jansen stands tall, takes the ball, but Bove had the tackle on straight away. And it will be a secondary bounce in the middle. Wilkinson got it down with the left hand as far as Dowling. Runs across half back. Goes with a kick towards centre half forward. Holds up in that breeze and getting back there. Kapala takes a nice mark for Newtown. Going to drive it to centre half forward with that breeze. Foppiani. Shot going up. Rudd takes the mark. That's what he's there for. Hamlin hanger from Michael Rudd across centre half back.
Handball to Ham. Ham dinks a kick in front of our best seats in the house for Abco Cafe 24/7 and Elijah Wales has got it. Left half back. The Myrtleford recruit of a couple of years ago just concedes back to Ham and they're happy now to just soak some time off the clock as well. Ham then will chip it back to Charlie Lang, who is basically where Wales was about 25 seconds ago. Spins the ball in his left hand, directs some traffic, and then will try and send the kick as far as he can. That will hold in the breeze at centre wing. Hughes stands. Collision came. Hocking brought it to ground level. Front of the pack, Jansen was there. Bartolo. Handball on the up to Lang. Lang will fire a handball. Just in hope for one, and it'll go out of bounds. Looking for Copley. He had no room. Copley was happy to just see it float over the line. And we'll do it all again with a boundary throw-in. Just in the shade of the pavilion here at West Oval. Good crowd has rolled in, I fair to say, for this first semi-final. It's an absolute cracker. 2-2-14, the Towners 3-5-23 St Mary's. We've gone 8 minutes on the Barham Foods second quarter time clock.
Boundary throw in. Wilkinson in front. Hughes from behind. Got it down. Garner had it, lost it. Goes back towards Blood now. He leaves it behind for Copley. Oh, that's a hold. Wilkinson had him for too long on the ground without the footy. So Matt Copley on centre wing for St Mary's. Will take the free kick. Got Wales running past. Thought about it. No. Now 50. Oh, Bove moved. Oh, look at Stevie J. He's gone absolutely ballistic on the boundary line.
If you feigned a handball...
He went to drop off the outside the 5 after the fact. So he ran backwards.
But surely the first feigned a handball, that one,
yeah, that's
on the
fine,
replay.
But now he's moving. Yeah, so that definitely a 50.
But it should have been play on after the first feint.
But until they blow the whistle,
it's
not. Call play on. That's why yesterday the Antonac one where he ran down Lockie Simpkin from behind. Lockie Simpkin feigned a handball. Anyway, sorry, Joe, there's a shot at goal coming.
Well, it doesn't matter because he missed it, so it might be justice for some people. Stevie J will be feeling justified. He missed it to the right-hand side with the breeze and through for one behind to the St Mary's side. They go to 3-6-24. They lead Newtown 2-2-14. Sheen Panel Service, K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard.
Diamond to half back, not his best kick. Back with the flight. McDonald got a hand on it, knocked it into the path of Wales. Wales, in trying to get the handball away, has gone out of bounds.
They are trying to kick goals, though, Rowe, aren't they? St Mary's, they're not going on the defensive side. They're coming attacking side.
Correct. They're definitely playing the open side of the ground. Oh, the stand... grandstand side.
Grandstand side.
The grandstand side, which is pretty smart footy, and they've had some good looks inside 50, just haven't capitalised yet.
24 plays 14. Wilkinson and Christensen. Christensen winning the tap down for the Saints. Front of the pack, Jared Garner, who's brought down in a tackle by both Bove and Ned Harris, and we'll do it all again. Jared Garner this afternoon, playing game 205. About 160 of those with St Mary's, the other 40-odd with Colac. Tapped down by Wilkinson. Copley through the pack, try to get it up to Garner, who dumped by Dunn, brought to ground, and we'll get another ball up, this time at left half forward for the Saints. 24 plays 14, second quarter action thanks to Sheen Panel Service, and it's the Saints on top.
Christensen got it down for St Mary's. Goes to Diamond, and he's slung into the ground by Jack Blood. Umpire says, give it to me. And he'll ball it up at left half forward for St Mary's. Christensen got it down through the pack. Bartolo did well. Garner with the outside of the right foot uses the breeze, but standing in the way again. That man Hocking for Newtown. Last line of defence. Drives it as long as he can to the middle of West Oval. It's big. Sprague got a hand to it, couldn't take it. Foppiani's handball, missed the target. Harvey Ryan comes in, he couldn't take it either. Sprague over the top of it. Pack develops. The umpire will come in and ball it up just forward at the centre circle for Newtown.
We trail by 10, 11 minutes played. You know, real arm wrestle of a first semi-final with the breeze impacting from the northwest. Tapped down by Wilkinson. Ned Harris surely caught one high from Jared Garner, did. And we'll win a free kick just on the edge of the centre wicket area. Eastern side. Dodos presents. He'll now send a kick into the pocket, wanting Coburn to run onto it. Came hard. Took down Morey. Handball, Bove was good. Dodos right on 50. On his non-preferred left. Snaps the ball around his body at the bootlaces of Foppiani. It deflects away off his shins. Charlie Lane couldn't handle it. Soccer off the ground. McDonald calls for in danger. That will go unheeded. Ball gets to half back. Nash frees the arms. Great tackle. Jack Blood holding the ball. He's a master at that, Jack Blood. And he wins the free kick. The Saints skipper, he quickly wants to play on, but he might have kicked it into the waiting arms of Hocking. Surely that's a free kick. He paid the mark, took the mark anyway. Copley tried to shift him off the line of the ball, and Braden Hocking's strength was good enough on the second bite to take the mark, and he'll send the Towners back towards forward 50.
Wobbly forward kick, but okay by Coburn. Took the mark in front of Lang. Right in front of the best seats in the house, thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. At right half forward for Newtown. Gets it inside. Big punch away from Hamish Burke from behind. Wojcinski can't take it. Falls towards Madola. He gets wrapped up. Ball spills free. Comes back over the top. Burke lets it go. The umpire, tackle-wise. And now a pack will develop. About 30 out from the Newtown goal. We're going to have a ball up.
Jed Coburn needs some time in the gym. There is not a lot of him. Tapped down by Christensen, roving by Harkness, freed the arms, just fired a handball to the goal square. Rudd was there though for the Saints, tried to take on the tackle. That's holding the ball, and then advantage is paid and the goal's kicked. I think it might have been Foppiani as the ball came loose. So I think it was Harkness that created the free kick, and then Foppiani was the beneficiary as we have a look at the in-house monitor. So it was Harkness, the original handball, and then Bove and Harkness and Madola, and then Foppiani, the loose footy, quickly snapped it, took the opportunity to cut the margin back to 4 points. 3-2-20 the Towners, 3-6-24 St Mary's, 13 minutes played in this second quarter on the Barham Foods time clock.
We talked about last week Foppiani probably not having as much opportunity because the ball was starved for their forwards last week, Newtown, but he's certainly having a massive impact on the game so far today.
So back to the middle. Wilkinson gets it down for Newtown. Coming off the wing, Carousella got it away by hand to Bove, who goes towards Wojcinski at half forward. Doesn't sit for him though, needs some support and got some from Ned Harris. His handball though missed McMahon's. His handball, free kick going to come back, I think. It is.
Too high.
Yep, too high. And the free kick will come to Ned Harris at left half forward for Newtown.
That breeze has got up a little bit, Birchie, I reckon.
Yeah, it's blustering around, so it does pick up at various stages.
So Harris now, long kick, top of the square, might go over the back, punched away.
That's a waste of a forward entry.
It is, isn't it? Through for one behind again to Newtown. They go to 3-3-21. They trail St Mary's 3-6-24. Sheen Panel Service, K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard.
It's just so hard for them to even mark it when they do kick it in that direction because it takes off. So being that deep, it's always going to go through for a rush behind.
Braden Ham darts the eyes broadcast side, but now decides that Discretion's the better part of valour and goes to the defensive side of the ground, the outer side, and he finds a marking target, and it's Sam Burke, who in a pack of about 5 reached the highest to haul in the Sharon, has it at right half back. Looked to send it forward to the wing. It was a mung off the boot, and it's gone straight into the waiting arms on the bounce of Diamond. Diamond will kick quickly. Saw Tullio all alone, almost to the point of the square right half forward. Wants to cut back inboard, then had to go back with a handball to Charlie Harris. He'll have to go back to Diamond. Diamond confronted by Rayner. They're stuffing around with it. Tullio. The get out was Nash on his non-preferred left. A kick inside forward 50. Charlie Lang. Oh, he spoiled Harvey Ryan. Front of the pack, Wojcinski didn't get great purchase on the kick. Won't be a bad result. It'll roll out of bounds in the right forward pocket. Charlie Lang just had to call Harvey Ryan in, didn't he?
He did. He did call his name that he wanted to take the hanger, but I think you just got to call your teammate back and support his back going for the mark.
Boundary throw in right forward pocket. Newtown into attack. Chance for another one here for the Towners. Boundary throw in. Dodos doing the ruck work for Newtown. Got to the front. Wojcinski's roving was fantastic front and centre, but he then kicked it out of bounds on the full. And it will be a free kick to St Mary's in the last line of defence. So Stevie J is just, it's like he's coaching the under-14s. How good is it?
It's fantastic, especially with a younger side.
Yeah, absolutely,
to give him instructions. He's telling his wingers to push wide and open up the space, and yeah, it's fantastic.
It's like coaching on the run.
Pearl Jam had a song called Brain of Jay, and I would love to be in the brain of Stevie J. Just the way he thinks about the game. We can hear the direction he's providing. Like just with that boundary throw in before, we're still waiting for the footy to come back. Talking about it's going to drop short. It's going to drop short. Like
he moved Alfie about 5 metres, but it was 5 metres in the right spot.
Ham, with nobody standing the mark, drives it towards half back. Spoil came from behind. Might have been Kittle to knock it down. Here's Bartolo. Big tackle, Harkness. And they're up and about the Towners. They trail by 3, but they're happy with the way they're performing. They've got this game being played the way they want. Foppiani's doing the ruck work, but Hughes is winning the tap. Harkness through traffic. We try to get a handball away. Deflects back to Charlie Harris. Or crunch. Copley caught one high from Connor Foppiani. Not sure that was there, Ro.
I think he just met him chest on. Bigger body.
Copley, a handball to Travellini. He was running on his non-preferred side, so he had to run back to his right-hand side. He's kicked it straight up the shot tower. Nash came hard. Might have been spoiled by Ned Harris. He's hurt. Keep an eye on that. As the handball comes out from Jack Blood, missed the target. Ned Harris, Morey just jams it on his left boot towards centre half back, just out of the reach of Harvey Ryan, but Lang's there. He barely touched the footy before throwing it onto the boot. Hocking back with the flight, couldn't mark, but forced a spillage. Carousella's handball was good. Nash decided not to give it to Morey. Found some room and sent it inside forward 50.
Does big pack, run from behind, didn't really get a fist to it. Falls to Sprague for St Mary's. He's dumped to the ground as well by Harkness. And there's calls for holding the ball every time somebody gets the footy. And the pressure's on St Mary's deep 50 here. Newtown, Dodos goes up. Hughes got it down. Rove though by Madola. He got the ball out the back. Nash did some good buffering work in there and then has to go on hands and knees himself as well. Tries to ferret the ball out. He can't. Bailey Cockrell right next to him. We're going to have a ball up a bit. 40 out from the Newtown goal.
Need to spread the contest here. St Mary's are all defensive.
Dodos got it down. There's Burke. Hamish doesn't sit for him. Then he toe poked it, tried to toe poke it off the ground or kick it off the ground. He got held onto. And Hamish Burke will have a resultant free kick. He'll give it away by hand to Ham, who just chips it to us in the commentary box. We're going to get a free kick here. It's going to come back. Stevie looks like he wants to kick the footy. Charlie Harris, he's actually telling Charlie Harris where to kick the football. He's standing right there. He goes inside 50, just about there, and Rudd comes out and takes a great mark.
And then hits the ground running and then pumps it towards the wing. Once Elijah Wales couldn't mark at ground level. Well done by Wilkinson. Just a little tap to Carousella. He's going to win a free kick, I reckon, against Bartolo. He was very good below his knees there, Cam Wilkinson.
I don't think the big fella got that worked that easily off the ball. It was well played.
Yes.
Drew the free kick.
He'll drive it long to about 20 from goal. Rudd standing there and standing tall in exactly the same position. He took a wonderful mark against Bell Park last week, and he does the same again, top of his defensive goal square. He's a wonderful judge of the flight of the footy, is Michael Rudd. And you hope he gets an opportunity to a high level in 2026.
The ball stands up in that breeze, and Coburn takes a good mark. Kingy wants it in the gym. He takes a good mark anyway. Let's see what the legs are like, though. He's going to be kicking from 55.
Distance shouldn't be an issue unless he's Willow Dwyer with a torn groin off the bone.
He's kicked one this afternoon. Is to give the Towners the lead in this second term. We played 19.5 in the second quarter. Coburn comes in now. No, he chips the ball beautifully to Nash. That is great. And slack from St Mary's in defence. Sprague came, but it was just nothing really, and there was nobody in front of him, and Liam Nash was able to run into some space and mark the ball and shoot for goal from 35 out, 45-degree angle.
Very clever there. Feigned like he was going to have a shot. Just drew the defenders into thinking he was going to have the shot, and then just pulled the kick late. Smart footy.
So Nash has kicked one this afternoon. This to give Newtown the lead. Runs out to the right. Oh, brings it back with the breeze. Has it brought it back far enough? No, he hasn't. He's missed it to the near side and through for one behind. Where he ran was where he kicked. 3-4-22 Newtown. St Mary's 3-6-24. Sheen Panel Service K-Rock. Second quarter scoreboard.
Charlie Lang for the Saints. Spins the ball in his left hand. Thinks about Harvey Ryan in the left back pocket. Runs out of his defensive goal square. Buys about 15 metres. Drives it to half back. Spoil. He's going to give away free kick. Bailey Cockrell against Gennaro Bove. There's some Bronx cheers on the outer side. There's the free kicks won by the former Lara Cat. Sends it towards the outer wing. Copley front position, won it down to the front to Bartolo. Bartolo's handball to Copley. Kick was partly smothered. Fell for Wilkinson, who was clean. Now clearing kick from half back is a high floating ball. Was done towards right half forward. Burke has to play spoiler. That's Hamish. Knocks it over the fence. And fortuitously, there's some little sort of bracketing on the fence on the outer side that it's bounced into. If it had just gone over at normal fence height, it would have gone into somebody's backyard and we would have got a little bit more of a delay. 21 minutes played on the Barham Foods time clock. Newtown 3-4, St Mary's 3-6.
So throw in for Hughes and Wilkinson. Wilkinson works his way to the front. Hughes got it down though, and pack develops straight away. Copley comes in, and also Bartolo getting up. Logan Morey gives the footy back to the umpire. Wilkinson got a left hand to it again. Jansen pushed off the football. Goes to Jack Blood, who runs free, right foot kick wide. Close to the boundary line. Dowling kept it in and kept his feet and ran away. And then a left foot kick over his shoulder was pretty good. Oh, great kick to Sam Burke. Didn't have to stop and take the mark, but then ran on for 3 or 4 steps and then thought, hang on a minute. And then the umpire said, all right, I'll give you the
Very
mark.
lucky.
Very lucky.
Very lucky.
Not to call play on.
This is not, there's no chance he's kicking. This is a goal, isn't it?
Well, if it was Paddy Dowling, probably, but Sam is getting a bit more like Paddy Dowling, I reckon. Let's see, he's going to be kicking across the breeze from the right half-forward flank at the northern end of the ground. He goes with a right foot kick now. He's held up in the breeze. Hocking comes across. Wilkinson actually dropped it out of his hands. Bove only as far as Wales. Wales goal! Elijah Wales picked the pocket of Gennaro Bove and said whack and kicked the goal. And great play front and centre by him, and a great goal for St Mary's against the breeze. And they go to 4-6-30. They lead Newtown 3-4-22. Sheen Panel Service K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard.
Against the play, that goal, Newtown had all the play and all the territory, and their first forward entry in a long period of time, they come away with a goal. We see sometimes when you do have that spare behind the ball, if he doesn't mark it, it can bring other players think, oh, we've got the spare there, they're not as tight on their direct opponent, and then he sneaks in and kicks an easy goal. Clever play.
It always happens to 10 minutes of play up this end, 3 minutes of play at that end.
That's right. Yep. They get a goal off the back of
that's
it.
right.
Ball into the air. Wilkinson, a beautiful palm down. Ned Harris pumps it inside forward 50. Ball sits on its point. Taken by Coburn and then taken by Lang. Brought to ground. Oh, it's holding the ball. Jeebus.
Wow.
And he's saying that, the umpire's saying that Coburn tried to roll his shoulder and that was his prior opportunity.
I'd like to see that for the rest of the day.
Charlie Lang with the resultant free kick, steps around Coburn on the mark and then runs outside defensive 50, pumps it towards the outer wing. Big fly. Nash went early, couldn't hang on to the mark. Handball out of the pack. Jared Garnett, the goal kicker Wales, gave a handball to Jansen. Jansen to Bartolo. Important stage of the contest. Bartolo to half forward. Sam Burke. It's a 2-on-1. Good roving front of the pack. McDonald trying to get a handball forward. I think Bartolo just threw his boot at the ball to get it forward. Couldn't. Sam Burke will pick up the loose ball. Slung in the tackle. Got a handball away. Wales went soccer style into the right forward pocket, but Hocking back there to clean up. Under pressure though. Couldn't get a handball away. Bartolo. A handball that came back to him, and then a quick left foot snap to the goal square. A ball that will roll into the arms of Charlie Harris, who's wrapped up by Harry McMahon. They get a stoppage in the left forward pocket. Nerve-jangling moments there for Charlie Harris, one-on-one with the lively Harry McMahon.
Especially with the bounce of the ball hitting the point and bouncing on its head, it's always daunting.
Wilkinson took it out of the ruck contest and then played for a free kick for high. Did he get one? No, the umpire said it's out of bounds. He did get a bit of a high-ish tackle, but the umpire said no, play on. So we're going to have a boundary thrown in the left forward pocket for St Mary's. They lead by 8 points, 25 played in this second term. Barwon Foods time clock. Sells the freshest fish direct to you, Donga Road in North Geelong. And the ball, Burke and Wilkinson. Wilkinson gets it down Copley, 10 metres out from the St Mary's goal. Here he is, Paddy Dowling doing Paddy Dowling stuff. Metricon goal of the day. Give him 3 centimetres, he takes it and goes whack. And he puts it through for his first of the afternoon. And the fifth of St Mary's, 5-6-36. They lead Newtown 3-4-22. Sheen Panel Service, K-Rock. Second quarter scoreboard. Win $10,000 just by repairing your car at Sheen Panel Service. T's and C's apply.
We just spoke about all the play being down Newtown's end, and it's had 2 or 3 minutes up St Mary's end, and they've gone bang, bang, 2 goals and stretched the lead out to 14 points. So not what Newtown want. There's obviously going to be probably 4 or 5 minutes, judging by the first quarter, left in this one. So we probably need to see Newtown kick a couple more to stay with this contest.
You wouldn't want to be much further behind at half-time if you're Newtown. Wilkinson, the tap down, beautiful for Ned Harris again. Pumps it long inside forward, 50. Rudd judging it best, and he'll try and run away. Tackle laid by Kill, just slightly affected the kick. Wilkinson came with the spoil, but Christensen stood tall and took the mark. Just inside defensive 50. 26 minutes played. The Saints by 14. Christensen driving it towards the outer wing. Hocking will come with a run and a fly. Couldn't mark Bove off the hands of the pack. Can't get it onto his boot. Wonderful tackle. Jared Garner holding the ball. Bove did everything he could to try and get it on his boot, but he just had no free area to swing the ball. The boot onto the ball, and Jared Garner laid a very experienced tackle just back of the wing outer side. He'll send it towards right half forward, but he's kicked it straight into the waiting arms of Logan Morey, who has it at left half back. He'll quickly turn and kick, and Charlie Harris has it back edge of the centre square.
Want to come broadcast side, go towards Popiani at half forward, push past it by Sprague, and it's going to run away. It runs away from everybody. Rudd and Sprague, they run into each other on the boundary line and nearly collect each other. Happy to just see it over the line. So Newtown another chance. 45 around from their goal. Boundary throw in on the attacking side of West Oval at the southern end. Boundary throw in is good for, well, Wilkins had to come from miles away. Christensen got it down. Now Chip Connors gets it towards the middle. No mark taken by Hocking. Hughes just a little toe poke across centre wing. Diamond gets there first. Dowling comes at him. He gets the handball over the top. Doesn't sit for done though. Hughes comes at him. They'd be happy to see it over St Mary's, and they are. And it will be a throw in. Centre wing, broadcast side. Saints at 5-6-36. They lead Newtown and Chilwell 3-4-22.
Gentleman with the time clock seems to have disappeared from us, unfortunately.
Yep.
His Newtown friend sitting on the deck chair down here wasn't too impressed with him.
Was he?
So a boundary throw in. 36-22 is the score on the second quarter K-Rock Sheen Panel Service scoreboard. Wilkinson doing the ruck work, got the ball back to the corridor. Morey and Liam Nash, a long ball inside forward, 50 coming up. Lang might have spoiled by a teammate, and it's going to roll outside defensive 50 for St Mary's. Ham was there, was moved off the footy, but Rain, it was clean through traffic and then had it knocked from his grasp by Kettle. Got dumped in a Bove tackle, calls for holding the ball. They go unheeded. Ham's kick wide towards the outer wing. Travellini was there. Lang got involved, gave it to Travellini. Handball wide. Ham had just kept his width out towards the boundary line, but the handball missed, and it's out of bounds for a boundary throw in as we tick towards 28.5 minutes played on the Barwon Foods second quarter time clock. St Mary's 36, Newtown 22. Geelong with their second AFLW win of the season. They defeat the Tigers 8-11-59 to 4-5-29 at Princes Park.
So boundary throw in. Wilkinson. Oh, well, Hughes actually tripped him over. They both tripped over, and Wilkinson's going to get the free kick. It's a bit clumsy there by Fletch Hughes. And Big Wilco is going to take the free kick. Centre wing on the outer side for Newtown once the ball comes back.
They need a goal, Newtown.
They do. So 29 played in this second term. Wilkinson now called to play on. Drives it long. Inside 50. Oh, Rudd has bought his own football in the second quarter. And he's just playing kick to kick, and he just takes, I reckon that's a half a dozen marks in this second quarter from Rudd. He goes with a left foot kick high. Outside 50 again. Holds up in that breeze. Front and centre was Wales. His handball missed the target. Or if the target was the boundary line, he did exceptionally well. And he saw it over for a throw in.
Got spoiled there by Wilkinson, Charlie Harris.
He did. I think it gets to the point where Rudd's having such an impact behind the ball. You need to put someone on him, which it looks like they have now, but he's just got to sit in his back pocket and just not let him get those easy marks.
Ball back into play at left half forward for Newtown. Throw in. Favoured Hughes. Charlie Harris there tried to barge his way through Paddy Dowling, and the ball came out and then came back in. And at the point of the square, we'll get a ball up. Half an hour almost played on quarter number 2. Fletcher Hughes won the tap down, tried to put it into space for Dowling, but instead cleaned up by Jansen. Drives a kick for the Saints towards right half forward. Christensen, his target, over his head. Running onto it. Travellini can share it by hand. Sam Burke, this would be a real dagger. Burke kept it under the breeze, but rolled it through from behind to the right. And the margin is 15. That would have really hurt. That would have actually been for a game-high lead of 20 points. Approaching half-time. 5-7-37 the Saints. 3-4-22 the Towners. Second quarter action for Sheen Panel Service. Win $10,000 just by repairing your car at Sheen Panel Service.
Simon straight down the middle and got it past the centre as well. Dodos's handball was half chopped off by Dowling. Comes towards the outer side, half forward flank. They run on Madola. Inside 50 with the kick. Looks for Kittle, who's on Rudd now. Gets around, right handball. Missed the target. Coming through Madola again. Falls towards Wales. Got the numbers. Ham at the back. Spreads the ball to Garner. And the veteran goes with blood. Coming at him, Ned Harris. And now foot race back towards the boundary line. Free kick, chop. And Ned Harris telling him all about it. Oh, umpire Irvin, stay out of it, brother. Just let him go. They're having a crack. Seriously.
It's a good battle, isn't it?
Oh, it's a great battle. Just let him have a crack.
Sometimes you're bigger and stronger.
Absolutely. Goes short to Garner, who takes the mark. Good handball to Jansen over the top. He just holds it up like he's going to kick for goal.
Garnes is lost down this end of it.
Is it a half-back? He goes with a right foot kick. Holds it up in the breeze. Big pack there. Oh, Morey off the side of the pack as the siren sounds for half-time. And it's St Mary's 5-7-37. They lead Newtown and Chilwell 3-4-22.
Half-time thanks to Blackman's, the ultimate half-time beer made right here in Geelong. St Mary's adding 2 goals into the breeze. They'll prove crucial, you would suspect, because Newtown could only kick 2 with it. 3-4-22, 5-7-37. As Jane Birch makes her way for Leopold Sporties out onto the ground. And somebody from St Mary's potentially in Birchie's sights for a couple of words as we go to the break, and I think we might go down to Chris Jansen standing alongside Jane Birch. Birchie.
That's right, Kingy. I've got Chris Jansen here. Well, a crucial couple of goals into the breeze. You did it last week as well, which was the game sealer. So you guys have had plenty of practice into the breeze. A perfect quarter from you.
Yeah, it was. They got on top a little bit in the first 15, but we really just locked down and got back to the contest and got the ball forward. And yeah, we're lucky enough to put a few on the board, which was great.
And how good is it having Big Ruddy back there for you in defence? He doesn't look like missing a mark today.
Nah, he's got some sticky mitts, Big Ruddy. Just flies for everything, and really good confidence. So it was great to see him conquer a few.
What do you think the message will be at half-time in here? Because obviously it's not actually as easy as we think scoring with the breeze. What will be the messages going into the third term when you'll have it again?
Yeah, I think just a bit of patience, and you probably do feel a little bit of pressure when you're going with the breeze to actually put a score on the board. So we learned big time from last week. You just got to be patient and actually convert when you go forward. So that'll probably be the message here.
Thanks so much, and good luck for the second half.
Thank you. Ta.
Chris Jansen there speaking with our own Jane Birch. Leopold Sportsman's Club, Leopold Sporty's brand new sports bar is now open. It's a 15-point.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is our centre.
The 7-seat hybrid Toyota Kluger.
Hi, girls.
Available now with a 4.9% comparison rate with Toyota Finance.
What? This is our uniform. Are you serious? They just copied us.
Visit your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota.
Hey guys, should we have one of our massive big nights out?
How you going?
At half time.
Absolutely. 3 locations, North Geelong, Grovedale and Ocean Grove. Round the grounds for Leopold Sporties. Geelong 8-11-59 have defeated Richmond 4-5-29 in AFLW action this afternoon. St Kilda's had a big win over the Bombers as well. Saints going all right in AFLW. Our AFLW coverage next week. We kick in to action. The Cats are off to Adelaide next week to play the Power when they return to play the Hawks. Should be a cracking clash next Thursday night. Geelong Friday night in the preliminary final against the Brown and Gold, and then in AFLW round 7 action that will be, we'll pick up the AFLW season. Myself, Rocky Cranston and Birchie bringing you all the action. Birchie's looking forward to being down boundary side for a bit of AFLW.
Can't wait, and very important that they've been able to turn their season around a little bit after a rocky start. So yeah, really looking forward to that.
If they could go to Adelaide, beat Port and come back 3-3, that turns that into just an absolutely mouth-watering clash on the Thursday night at GMHBA Stadium. So Leopold Sporties around the grounds. Leopold Sporties brand new sports bar is now open. So right now it's a 15-point St Mary's lead, 5-7-37. Newtown Chilwell 3-4-22. The Saints adding 2 goals into the breeze thanks to Wales and Dowling. They both came in time on row, and they're 2 goals that are going to probably turn out to be crucial to the end result of this contest.
Yeah, absolutely. We were just saying off there, if Newtown don't kick those 2 goals going back the other other way this quarter. It's going to be tough going in the last unless this breeze picks up a hell of a lot for them to actually get across the line.
Different approach from St Mary's to the way they played into the breeze in that second quarter.
Yeah, they ran and carried the ball. They played this broadcast or club room side of the ground a lot more and tried to attack the ground instead of Newtown in that first quarter just tried to buy time and play really slow down the line to the dead side of the ground. So definitely a different tactic.
The breeze, are we expecting it to stay this way for the rest of the afternoon?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty steady. I just had a look at the weather app then, and it looks like it's going to be pretty steady with not too much increase.
Head-to-head for Breakwater Meadowland. Steel Projects made easy. The Wilkinson-Hughes battle, how are you seeing that between the two rucks?
I think that quarter, Wilkinson really got on top. His strength in and around the contest, and I made a couple of notes there. They had some really crafty centre clearances, but they just wasted them. They kicked them straight down Rudd's throat and let him come into the game. His hands behind the footy. I know they put the player on him late there and made him defend a little bit, but that was too little too late. He'd already taken 6 intercept marks by then.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other one that you're keeping an eye on is, well, it was Burke versus Murdoch, but it's probably been more Burke for a little while there.
And McGlade.
Had McGlade.
Yeah, and that's been the contest throughout. I would say Burke's got the better of that. He come up and took a really nice mark in the middle of about 13 players on a kick out, and then he also set up that goal going forward and took a couple of nice marks inside 50. So I think Burke's got the wood over him there, and I think Wilkinson's got the chocolates at the minute over Hughes.
Still project. Straight to Mahadi, tight in the pocket. Sarcevic stepped around 1, stepped around 2. Left foot banana is one of the best you will ever see.
Thanks, Birchie. St John got injury update down there on the boundary line. Kick around the corner, came around for Adam Garner, and he kicks the goal and tells the crowd about it as well. Thrown into the air. Hughes, Pearce tries to take it out. The ruck, he does, and kick a goal. Right now as McCormack dinks one over the top. Gorwell to the run that's provided by Spokes. Gain 200 from 45. Cody Spokes. Cover, Lang, that's dangerous. Kick straight back into the waiting arms of Lucas. He spins 360, then snaps around the body to the goal square. On the goal line, Sarcevic.
When you buy a regular or big burrito or bowl, Zambrero donates a meal to someone in need through the Plate for Plate initiative. Feel extra good about every bite. Grab your Zambrero now. Geelong West, Ocean Grove and Torquay. Or order online so you don't miss any of the action. Zambrero. Feel good mix.
At Harvey Norman, Corio and Warn Ponds, meet the next generation of computing power. The new Intel Ultra processors. With AI and Windows Copilot, these computers have never been faster or smarter. For technology that's not just ahead of the curve, but bending the curve, talk to Geelong's experts in tech and discover how you can upgrade your world. Harvey Norman, Corio and Warn Ponds, proudly bringing you the future of computers, now.
Did you know that right now at
Panel Service
You can repair your car and reward your pocket. Sheen Panel Service are giving away $10,000. Simply book your car in for repair before October 5th, and not only could you win $10,000, you'll receive a quality repair with genuine parts, a lifetime guarantee, and an accident replacement vehicle from any one of their 27 locations. Been putting off a repair or just had a bingle? T's and C's apply. Head to sheengroup.com.au.
Thanks to our #1 ticket holder, APCO. Fueled by APCO Cafe 24/7.
Halftime thanks to Blackman's Brewery, the ultimate halftime beer made in Geelong. Umpires are back out at West Oval. Fair to say, Birchie, you've got probably the best vantage point in terms of the crowd. It's a cracking crowd in for this first semi-final.
Yeah, and there's supporters from all the different clubs because, of course, we've had netball on representing the different clubs, and obviously some keen observers of this game, from Joey's and etc. who might play them down the track. So, yeah, it's pretty deep behind the barricades there on the track and up on the balcony as well.
Yeah, and of course the Flowers family stand fairly full, and the outers got some serious.
I'll tell you, the ex-coach at St Mary's is looking very relaxed. Glenn Keats, who just walked past, he looks very relaxed. I think it's much easier for him to watch the final from this side of the fence than the other.
Yes, and of course they lead by 15 points, 5-7-37 to 3-4-22. If you're coaching Newtown, Row, what's your message as they attack this third quarter, knowing that they've got the breeze to work against before getting it in the last term?
I think Stevie J hit the nail on the head, how they worked the whole week planning to kick against the breeze in the first quarter. I think if you can double down on what they did so well in the first quarter and tell them that St Mary's kick goals against the breeze, there's no reason we can't do that. So maybe this quarter, come the open side of the ground, take a couple more risks, because you absolutely need to kick at least 2 goals this quarter to keep yourself in the contest.
So 3-4-22 playing 5-7-37 as St Mary's are back out. Newtown are back out. We're not too far away from this second half of action. We'll keep an eye on some Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchups this afternoon in this second half. So the winner, of course, going through to play Colac in a preliminary final come Saturday afternoon. Back here at West Oval, the loser season over. Don't forget the Matheson medal. 9 days away, Tuesday night. Have you got a Matheson tip, right?
Zach Zybel.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Will others take votes off him? Or the fact that Lang and Ross didn't play a lot of footy this year help?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think you're right, Jay. So, yeah, and he just stands out. He's a 6'4" ruckman that's super athletic, and then he hits the ground. He's probably in the top 5. I haven't taken too much notice of the stats this year without my coaching roles, but he'd probably been the top 5 clearance players in the whole competition as well. He's just a beast around the contest, and he definitely catches eyes.
He and Wilkinson or he and Hughes next week will be a crucial battle in that preliminary final either way.
Yeah, for sure. And, Wilkinson's more your Zane Vale, big Lockie Veal type, and Fletcher Hughes is just so long. I can't believe how long the kid is. So, yeah, it'd be a good contest either way.
Do you reckon the Nashville Kangaroos, knowing it'll be a little bit earlier in the evening, will put on the GFL preliminary final in that bar?
Wadey and I might have it on our phones, just having a bit of a look to see who's playing Colac next week.
We'd like some photos. Look at the great Doug Bond walking past. He looks very relaxed too.
What's Doug you doing with his footy?
No, nothing. He's retired.
Done?
Retired, yeah. Married, doing all that sort of stuff.
That's why you keep playing when you.
Yeah, I know.
You're saying that when you get married at 12, it doesn't really matter. That's what most blokes do. They get married and keep playing.
That's it. For as long as you can.
So crowd just making their way off the ground.
Oh, they'll be forever.
Yeah, we'll be waiting here a while. So it's already quarter to 4. So this one's probably going to finish somewhere between 5 to 5 and 5 o'clock, you would think, this afternoon, based on the length of the first 2 quarters. 36 minutes for the first and 31 and a half for the second. If you haven't caught the score, the Cats in AFLW action have got themselves consecutive wins to move to 2 and 3. Picked up some percentage by beating the Tigers by 30 points, 59 to 29 this afternoon at Icon Park. So well done to Dan Lowther coaching his 50th game. Did you play with Dan at Bell Park? You would have.
I certainly did, yeah. He's a great man, Dan Lowther, a sharp football brain, and he was a quality player.
Of course, wore the number 29 at Geelong before Gary Ablett Jr. did.
Both got the same hair.
They do have Very, very similar hairstyles. So we are ready to go with this third quarter. Laurie Hill's just giving me the thumbs up to say that he's eaten enough and drunk enough and he's out of here.
Oh, see you, Pothole.
Sunday Arvo, we'll see you Friday night at the G, Loz. Carrock footy from 6 o'clock, Carrock 955, FM 88 at the G. CarrockFootball.live in the AFL app for Geelong and Hawthorn. But we've got a half of GFL action. It's underway, third quarter. Thanks to Barwon Timber. Here's Jace.
Hughes gets it down. Garner runs onto the football, but Bove from Newtown wraps the veteran up. And we'll have a Ben Casanelli a secondary bounce. Hughes gets it down again. Bove left it. Cockrell. Nash did too. Garner didn't. He had a fresh air shot though. He couldn't pick it up. Copley somehow comes to Jack Blood on the side. Right foot kick inside 50. Burke got his hands to it. Couldn't take it. Rudd just playing exclusively one end of the ground today. McGlade left foot kick around the corner. McDonald comes the other way for St Mary's handball. Ham's handball over the top to somebody. Dowling coming at it. Paddy kept his feet. Can he pick the footy up though? That's the thing. He can't. Runs across 50. Diamond gets the handball away, chopped off though. Wales, his little toe poke back. He had to try and get it himself. He's pushed it back towards the middle of the ground. Foppiani, he's pushed into the football by Cockrell, and the ball somehow still breaks free. Old Wales dropped the footy in the tackle. Diamond, he got it free. Dodos had it, lost it. Oh, rugby scrum stuff. That's been end to end from centre half back to centre half forward for Newtown, and we're going to have a ball up.
Minute played. Ball advanced just inside the centre square for Newtown. Tapped down by Hughes, roving by Bove, can't break free, and that's holding the ball. I reckon he took on the first tackle.
I don't know, but Jesse Travellini on Braden Hocking is an interesting matchup for Wombat Gully.
Dowling kicks it wide for Rayner, who stretches and marks and then releases McDonald. McDonald runs to right half 40, about 65 from goal. Driving ball to the goal square, and Rudd clears him, clears the line, does it, bounces through, sat on its point and bounced back, and Kittle's there to rush it through. No, it's a goal. Elliot McDonald's long ball did clear the line. An important goal early, and the biggest margin of the contest is now 21 points on the third quarter. K-Rock Barwon Timber scoreboard. St Mary's 6-7-43 now lead Newtown and Chilwell 3-4-22, and that's exactly what the Eagles didn't want.
No, that's right. Transition footy, open side of the ground, and a nice long goal there. Got the good bounce and through it goes. Definitely not the start Newtown wanted.
So back to the middle. Good start for the St Mary's side. Hughes, Wilkinson got it down in the middle. Ned Harris and Bove running it together. Wilkinson then gets tackled by Jared Garner. He can't move any further, so the umpire will come in and ball it up just forward to the centre circle for Newtown. Wilkinson taps it back to Harris. Ned, his little underground kick, only as far as Harvey Ryan. His kick was smothered, came back to him though, and then he can go towards Garner. It's over his head though. Coming the other way is Dunn for Newtown. Back with a handball inside. Wilkinson drew a player and then gave Caracella a bit of a work over. Dodos tried to get the bump. That's holding the ball. The umpire said he got the handball free. Burke got one over the shoulder. That's the stitch up. That's the one he missed, so that's the one he gets. Hamish Burke will get the free kick. And he is back end of centre wing.
Drives it towards right half forward. Rudd or Burke, neither could mark off the hands of the pack. It's well played by Murdoch. Got a handball to half back to Bove. Bove to McGlade. He wasn't expecting it. Had to take on Cockrell. Didn't break the tackle, but got a handball. Caracella was thinking about what to do with it. Had a little look. Ball spilled back to McGlade. Cockrell got him, brought him to ground. We'll get a ball up. We can see what Noah Caracella was thinking. He was looking to see what was on his outside, so he took his eyes off the footy, and as a result, didn't take it cleanly. And we'll get a ball up. True centre wing on the broadcast side.
The ball, Ham's kick was smothered. Hughes got it towards forward 50 for St Mary's. Big thump away, Garner. Use the body. Nash, he can't take it. Dowling can. Ham, dangerous in this position. 45 from goal, across the face of goal. Murdoch tracks it back. And it is across the face of goal and out of bounds for a throw in. Left forward pocket for St Mary's, southern end of the ground. And they lead 6-7-43. Newtown's 3-4-22. We played 4 minutes in this third term on the Barwon Foods time clock.
Sells the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road in North Geelong. Try their freshly shucked oysters. Some of my favourites. Chosen by all the best restaurants in town is Barwon Foods. Big fist out of the pack. Rudd from the boundary throw, and it's taken by Murdoch. He might have been taken high, and we'll get a free kick, I reckon, against Jesse Travellini. He thinks he's got to give it back to the boundary umpire, but in fact it's a free kick, and he's awake to it now. And Oscar Murdoch, former Geelong rookie, didn't get to make his AFL debut, but listed at the end of last year, and back at Jarden Oval, a high kick in the corridor. Jack Blood flew, just couldn't take the mark. Off the hands of the pack, it finds its way to Jared Garner, who kicks to the goal square. Hocking with the back spoil, knocks it back through for a minor score, in the margin is 22. A rush behind for the Saints. We go to 6:8:44. They lead Newtown Chilwell exactly double, 3-4-22 as we approach 5 minutes played in this third quarter. Third term action thanks to Bowen Timber. Geelong owned and operated and building better since 1980. Fellmongers Road in Breakwater.
So Diamond for Newtown. Plays on from fullback, goes to the outer side. Wilkinson goes up, can't take the mark. Rudd, and he sees it over the boundary line for a throw in. 70 around from the St Mary's goal. A bit of rinse and repeat here. They've got to try something else, Ro, I think, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I think they need to open up the game and come this side of the ground. It's a final. You're better off losing by 5 goals than not having a shot at winning.
To the ball from the ruck contest. Copley front and centre was good. Diamond rode the bump. He got the handball away. Off a step round the corner. The kick came quickly from Charlie Byrne. And then goes back inside 54 St Mary's, but that is very wide. And that was Paddy Dowling doing Paddy Dowling stuff.
It's not going to die wondering, Paddy.
No, he kicks it out of bounds on the full. And it's going to be a free kick to Charlie Byrne for the Towners.
That's why he's so much fun to watch. You just don't know what's going to happen. Byrne gets it outside defensive 50. Right half back, Rudd flew, went through his hands. Back of the pack, jammed on the boot by Dodos, went about 8 metres. Kept knocking it forward. Madola, he's brought down over the boundary line by Lang. And we'll get a boundary throw in. So they've advanced it forward, Newtown, but they trail by 22. They have a bit of work to do in what is a very low scoring final here at West Oval.
Wilkinson in front, gets it down. Garner roves, gives the handball away to Rayner. He got it further afield towards Harry McMahon. Now it falls in the arms of Copley. 50 out outside of the right foot. Travellini, and his job is just to make sure Braden Hocking doesn't take a mark. And he pushed him outside there. He couldn't take the mark, and it's off hands and out of bounds for a throw. And about 30 around from the St Mary's goal. So it's ruck contest again. Rudd coming down to do the ruck work for St Mary's. And Cam Wilkinson for Newtown. Short boundary throw in. Wilkinson got it down. Front of the pack. A little bit of Jared Garner tackling against Charlie Byrne. Right in front of the scoreboard, and we're going to have another ball up.
Tapped down maybe by Rudd. Travellini through the contest, couldn't take it, but Byrne could. He jammed it on the boot, got it towards the wing. Harvey Ryan will be first there. Tries to shake off Coburn, couldn't. Loose footy fell for Foppiani. Can get a handball forward. He does. Tullio, he might have caught one high, couple high, holding the ball in fact. Just couldn't get the handball release that he wanted, Noah Tullio, and then had a stumble. And Luke Bartolo says, give it to me. Not for the first time today, Bartolo and Tullio have found each other in each other's embrace. Kick inside 50. Wilkinson, a big fly for Newtown off the hands of the pack. Copley tight in the pocket. Ham pulls it back to the top of the square. Sprague, and Kittle was good on debut, the youngster. Didn't get shifted off the line of the footy. Spoiled it through for a rush behind in the margin. He is 23, but it's starting, you would think, to get away from Newtown. If they get a goal here, St Mary's, push it out towards 5 goals. It's going to be a tough ask, Ro.
Oh, they're going to have to over double their score in the last quarter, which is going to be a big ask.
So Diamond feigning to kick it this side. Called to play on now. He's going to go to the outer side. The right foot kick, long, close to the boundary line. Big pack there. Mark taken. Don't know how, but Cam Wilkinson's come up with the mark. Harry McMahon gets up after copping one in the face. So Wilkinson at defensive 50. He's a Monday to Friday, so gives it away to Byrne. And his kick, that was a very Tuesday kick, now comes back Rayner. He gets it towards Charlie Byrne, and he's going to take it and settle things down at half-back for Newtown.
So, again, St Mary's, with some of their ball use inside forward 50, letting themselves down, but they do hold sway by 23 points. Byrne drives a kick towards the outer wing. That's a good fly by Ned Harris. He takes a Hamlin hanger on that outer wing. That's a really good mark. He's leading from the front. He's the acting captain in the absence of Luke Maddock. He thought about Braden Hocking or Oscar Murdoch, and he's told to play on and then kick it past Jack Blood, and Wilkinson has taken the mark. So they've advanced it to just 4 to the wing.
Bit of Alan Woodman about that. Mark it from fullback, run down the ground and mark.
The late great Alan Woodman. Long ball. Inside 50 was from Byrne, flying but no mark. Dodos and also Foppiani, front of the pack. They'll get a stoppage. They've got a stoppage inside forward 50. They've got to generate a score out of this.
So ball up. Dodos to do the ruck work against Christensen. Dodos gets it down. Rove though by Harry McMahon. Clearing Wade McSparron. Torpedo punt out wide. Oh, that's a great mark by Cam Wilkinson, who has taken a Hamlin hanger under pressure from Sam Burke. He just stood his ground, the big fella, and has taken the mark on centre wing. And again, Monday to Friday, so where's Charlie Byrne? He's very close, but he's going to have a kick this time, Cam. And he should have handballed it. Yeah, it goes towards half forward. Ball off the pack. Numbers with Newtown, if they can pick the footy up, they can. Madola somehow got to Tulio, then got chopped off by Cockrell for St Mary's. And we'll have a boundary throw in on right half forward on the outer side for Newtown.
Trail by 23. Having gold since the 13-minute mark of the second term. We're approaching 11 minutes played on the third quarter Barwon Foods time clock. Tapped down by Wilkinson. Ned Harris is there. Maybe pulled off the footy without it. And umpire said no. Ball spilled and Wales was there to clean up for the Saints. Kick towards half back. He's all right. And he finds Jansen, who he spoke to at half time. Thanks to Leopold Sport. He's thought about moving it quickly, but just gets back off his mark short and finds Harry McMahon.
McMahon got blood running past. He likes to kick it though, and kick it towards Ryan, who's called out, and well called out by Rayner as well, who runs through centre wing. Open up now towards the centre, towards the middle of the ground. Burke, Ruddett was in fact a running back. Murdoch inside defensive 50, just runs it over. Boundary throw in, said the umpire. About 30 around from the St Mary's goal. They moved that very quickly through Keaton Rayner. And it will be a boundary throw. Rudd's going to do the ruck work, and Wilco's had to run from the other side of the ground. Ruck gets it down as well. Blood roves though for St Mary's. Wales close to the boundary line. Oh, I don't know whether that was still in, but anyway, the umpire said play on. Now the kick came out of the pack and across the face of goal. It came from Travellini. And a good result for St Mary's. They're going to have a stoppage and a boundary throw in about 25 around from their goal.
12 minutes almost played on the Barwon Foods time clock. Just the one goal added in this second term. St Mary's actually adding one goal too. Newtown yet to score into the breeze in this third term. Wilkinson and Rudd to go at it again. Wilkinson winning the palm down. Morey just threw it on the boot towards half back, and that might have gone out in the full. I reckon it has. Just wasn't able to control it enough, and as a result, Hamish Burke has the free kick at left half forward. He just comes off the bite track, and he'll set it up to the goal square. He's actually going to have to carry to Michael Rudd to fly. Couldn't mark. And it's through for a rush behind, is it? No. What have we got? It's going to hit the behind post and be a boundary throw in the ball, according to the umpire. Gee, I thought Rudd had done enough to hang on to it, but in the end, it's off hands and trying to get it through for a rush behind Newtown. That's actually, you could call that insufficient intent. Because if you get that wrong, it's your intent.
Is it insufficient intent at this level? Out of bounds, but not a point?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Clearing kick out of the pack by Mitch Diamond. Didn't get much purchase. And it dribbles into the right back pocket where it's off the shins of Hamish Burke and out for a boundary throw in. At 13 minutes played, St Mary's 45, Newtown 22, third quarter. Thanks to Barwon Timber, Geelong owned and operated and building better since 1980.
So a throw in. St Mary's deep into attacks still. Rudd and Wilkinson. Rudd with a big left fister only as far as Morey. Gets the kick away outside defensive 50, and it's just a rinse and repeat. Boundary throw in outside 65 out from the St Mary's goal. With another throw in.
If Newtown keep playing within a quarter of the ground like they are at the minute with 36 players in a quarter of the ground, they're not going to be able to score, and St Mary's are going to get them on the turnover when they open the ground up.
The boundary throw in is carried by the breeze, trying to get to it against Christensen is Wilkinson. That actually, from where it was thrown in to where it's gone out of bounds, it's gone about 35 metres, and a lot of that was to do with the fact that when it was thrown in, it just flew on the breeze.
Yeah, that breeze has really picked up down here. Even I'm sheltered by the stand, but it's blowing my paperwork everywhere.
Thank you for that, Birchie, for Goddings. Ground report. Ball back into play. Christensen and Wilkinson's allowed to hit the ground. Taken away by Harkness. Tried to do too much. That should be holding the ball, really. And a free kick to Connors, who'll get to his feet with a bit of a wry smile on his face as if to say, I reckon I should have won a free kick and a shot at goal there. In the air again, Wilkinson tapped down. Ned Harris just turned and kicked quickly towards the outer wing. A rolling ball. Foppiani tried to turn Lang inside out. Hamish Burke came to help out. Nobody can control it. It's out of bounds again. True centre wing. And this is, dare I say it, in a holding pattern in this contest.
No, it's poop. It's real poop at the
We're
moment.
waiting for something to happen.
There's no length on the ground. When Newtown exit stoppages, there's no length on the ground. All their players are within 50 metres of the ball. They need to really lengthen the ground so they can get some really good forward momentum.
Wilkinson got one high.
Now they've got no one to kick to.
In the ruck contest. Gets a free kick on centre wing on the outer side and has to wait, as Rowe said, for some Newtown players to back towards half forward. Called to play on now. He's run back far enough. Goes with the right foot and Wednesday kick. Harkness couldn't take it. Ball spills free. Comes to the back for Tullio. Madola's in there as well. Jansen over the top of it. And a ball up centre wing. Archer Harkness's aunt's watching live from New South Wales and listening to us on K-Rock as well.
Very good afternoon.
So very good afternoon to Jody.
An injury update down here. Chip Connor's just made his way off hobbling, so we'll have a look at what they actually attend to on the bench.
Thank you for that for St John of God Hospital, Birchie. After another ball up, we've got another stoppage coming. Bodies splayed everywhere on the ground. And umpire Irvin puts it quickly into the air, tapped down by Wilkinson, nearly did his own roving as well. Madola in traffic trying to get rid of it, right half forward, brought down by Jack Blood and going no. Well, they're in their front half of the ground, Row. That's a start. But it's just how they can clear the area, and I think frustration's starting to set in the crowd. Ned Harris at the fall of the foot. He's going to be a free kick going which way for a hold. It's going to go to St Mary's, and Jack Blood will be the recipient. He quickly wants to get on with it. He launches a spiral, a big torp inside 50. Back with the flight. Hocking couldn't mark, but Murdoch went to handball and then lost the handle of the footy. Time to recover. Gave it back to Kittle. Little fumble, the youngster on debut, but did okay in the end. Got it to McGlade, who drives a ball. Getting in the way of a ball intended for Ned Harris was Bove. He cut it off from his teammate. They're inside 50 now, St Mary's, although Sam Burke fit of the stumbles. Getting back there, Morey under pressure. Kicked it, dribbled a ball. It will get to Diamond. He'll have to try and turn Travelini inside out. And insufficient intent is paid against Mitch Diamond, and even Mitch Diamond smiled. Travelini, a quick kick back, and Paddy Dowling has marked 47 from goal and has turned his back on everybody and has given the international signal that I'm having a shot at goal by putting his mouthguard in his sock.
This is the ultimate spot to have the shot from today.
Suit the left footer as well. This might be to sink the Towners. Would make the margin 29 points in a goal scoring drought of a game. This is made for Paddy Dowling, these moments. Kicked one this afternoon, kicked 4 when they met back in round 18. He'll kick from 52 metres. Oh, he's absolutely shanked it. We talked him up. It's bounced. It's going to roll towards the left forward pocket and out of bounds. And that is, well, he excites and frustrates at different levels, does Paddy Dowling.
He was more worried about taking his steps back and measuring out how many steps backwards he needed to go instead of worrying about kicking the ball.
Just kick the footy.
Kick the ball, Paddy.
Absolutely. Boundary throw in. 20 around from the St Mary's goal. Short boundary throw in. Foppiani having a run in the ruck at the moment. He's over the top of it. The umpire will have to come in because there's 25 players around the ball. And it will be a ball up. Rudd and Foppiani. Foppiani tried to get it down to Diamond. Murdoch in the middle. He's not going anywhere. Rugby scrum stuff on a Sunday afternoon at West. And it's going to be another ball up. Third in a minute. Rudd trying to bash it down. Goes to Harkness, who runs across the face of goal and kick it out towards Morey on the broadcast side. Sits for him okay. Logan takes a bounce. Sprague, he's got nobody to kick to. He's got one. He's just hoping the ball's going to bounce the right way for the one Newtown player. There's 5 St Mary's players there. And Lang's at the back. Gives it to Harry McMahon.
He sends it towards forward 50, but he's kicked it straight to Charlie Harris, who marks for the Towners. Top of the 50-metre arc. They've got to get the ball moving. They've got to roll the dice. I know they're into the breeze, but you trail by 23. You don't want to leave yourself with too much to do in the final term. Approaching 19 minutes played in the third quarter. Pushes the kick wide. Front position, Coburn. That's a really good mark. Hamlin Hanger contender from the youngster in a one-on-one with Harvey Ryan. That's a good, strong grab. We've talked about there's not a lot of him. But geez, he can play. Sends a kick towards right half forward. Fly there, Carousel, no mark taken. Front of the pack, Ham receives. Gives it to Harry McMahon. Under pressure from Morey. Got his kick away. Back with the flight. Byrne couldn't reel it in. Diamond, time. Got a block from Byrne and then gave the handball to Byrne. Good craft. And then chips a kick over the top. Ned Harris is going to have to sit and wait for it, but got plenty of time. No pressure coming. He takes the mark just back of the broadcast wing. 19 and a half played. St Mary's 45. Newtown 22 in fair to say a far from riveting third quarter.
Harris goes as long as he can towards half forward. Big pack there from the side. Mark taken. Coburn taking a couple of good ones in the last minute or so. Jed Coburn. He has to move it on a bit quickly. What's he going to go? He's going to go short. It's okay. Morey takes the mark. So Logan Morey's in between wing and half forward. Broadcast side. Called to play on now. Going to get on that left. He tries to spear the ball. It's okay. Harkness takes the mark.
That was a bullet.
Was. And Archer Harkness still too far out to score, you would suspect. Because Luke Bartolo is standing about 47 metres out from goal. This will take an extraordinary kick from Archer Harkness. Northern end of the ground, just left of centre. He comes in, right foot kick. You know how I said it was an extraordinary kick? It would have been because Hughes just taps it on the line. That was a fair effort, though, from Archer Harkness. And through for a rush behind to the Towners. They go to 3-5-23. They trail St Mary's 6-9-45. Bowen Timber, K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard.
Charlie Lang with that familiar spin of the ball in his left hand, and now into his right boot he sends a long ball back to the centre wicket area. Nashwith back with the fly, couldn't complete the mark. Tulio front of the pack, couldn't get out of Copley's grasp, got a handball away. Kapala almost bounced back to him. Murdoch too slow holding the ball. No, umpire said play on. Rudd trying to knock it to advantage. Nash has got him. That's a throw, and that is the decision. And 50 calls for not going the way. So Rudd was slung in the tackle, ball spilled out, and he put a fist onto the footy, which is a throw. Although if you put your boot on it, it's not a throw.
The quirks of our game.
It is. No wonder it's so hard for umpires to actually adjudicate on.
Yeah, we are hard on them at times. True.
It's one of it because the interpretations vary from umpire to umpire. So Liam Nash with the footy right in the middle of West Oval, 21.5 minutes played. Don't think this quarter will be as long as the first two. The first going 36, the second going 31.
Nash goes as long as he can inside forward 50. Wilkinson took the mark. Coburn tried to take it off him.
He needs a left footer like Morey just coming around the back of him because this is not Cam Wilkinson's forte.
Well, his last three kicks have all been flower bags, so I can't see him kicking this, but stranger things have happened. He's had a good quarter, the big fella.
Logan Morey is just very close, but I think Harry McMahon's onto that. So Cam Wilkinson will shoot for goal from 40 out, right of centre. Crucial opportunity for Newtown before three-quarter time. He comes in, right foot kick. Oh, wow, that looked horrific off the boot. And
I don't even think there was one rotation on that.
Gee whiz. 3-6-24 Newtown. They trail St Mary's 6-9-45. Bowen Timber, K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard.
Keaton Rayner. They need to find a goal in Newtown, you would suspect. Rayner trots off into the right back pocket and then drives a kick looking for Sprague, who flies, couldn't take the mark, spoiled by Kittle. Burner handball through traffic, working his way. Tulio, short kick, wanted Harkness, spoiled away by Blood, but waiting in the waiting arms of Morey, who goes long. It's off hands and through. Coburn flew, couldn't hang on to it. It needed a fly on the line because it didn't have the carry. And maybe some opportunities going begging and being left out there. A bit like Stevie J on a birdie putt. Just sometimes he leaves it out there. 3-7-25 Newtown and Chilwell. 6-9-45 St Mary's. The old sort of just shave past the whole arrangement.
Lang kicks it in from fullback, looks for Sprague. Morey pushed off the football at the back of the pack. Falls towards McDonald. Harkness had it as well. Bove through traffic, left-hand handball to set Morey up a task at half forward, and he gets wrapped up straight away in the tackle by Sprague.
They've opened the game up, Ro.
They have, yeah. They've got some length on the ground. That's what we talked about earlier. Get some length so there's some room to move into.
Ball up. Hughes gets it down. Cockrell can't take it. Nash can handball, though, chopped off by Ham. Goes towards half forward, getting back in the hole. Diamond took a good mark at half back. Need to move it quickly, though. 24 played. I want to try and kick a goal. Mitchie just holds it up. Needs somebody short probably now. Umpire says play on, so he's going to go as long as he can. Oh, he kicks into Rudd, who's standing on the mark. Comes back towards Diamond again. This time he handballs to Foppiani. He tries to take the tackle on. The umpire says held in. Centre wing will have a ball up.
In the shadows that are lengthening from the new stand here at West Oval. Ruck tap one by Wilkinson. Foppiani the rover. There's going to be a free kick as Foppiani was held on to longer than he should have been by Jack Blood. Foppiani, who's late great dad Frank, premiership coach at St Mary's. The kick for Morey, too much on it. Garner was there, but Nash was there to help out. Under pressure, got the kick inside forward, 50, front position. No mark taken by Carousella. Bove was there. He couldn't take it cleanly. Ball's at ground level. Can they get a free handball? Carousella wrapped up 3 of them. Burke, Rayner and Ryan. And my accountants make sure that he's going nowhere. About 45 out from the Newtown goal, attacking the northern end. They kick 3 behinds into the breeze there, 3-7-25. St Mary 6-9-45.
Ball up, ball spills free. As the side of the pack, Ned Harris just dropped it. Bartolo got his head ripped off. Should get a free kick and will. Centre half back for St Mary's.
Good to see the intensity's gone up.
Absolutely. Gives it away. Rayner now towards half forward. Copley has to go off 2 feet and does. Superman style, goes with a right foot kick inside 50. Travellini gets back there and takes the mark and will shoot for goal from 35 out, 45-degree angle. And again, Rowe, we have it up here for a few minutes and then all of a sudden one kick and we're done.
Yeah, exactly right. They've both had the same scoring shots this quarter, so Newtown have done a fantastic job to keep St Mary's down, but St Mary's lengthened the ground and we see they've got some open space, a courageous kick inside 50 and Travellini's got a shot on goal.
So 30 metres out. 45-degree angle comes in and he has kicked a goal. He just, for a moment there, he thought he might have missed it to the near side, but he just put the arms up to the St Mary's reserves boys and said, no, boys, that's through. And a goal that will be very frustrating to Newtown after they had the ball in their forward 50 for the last 2 or 3 minutes. 7-9-51, St Mary's, Newtown 3-7-25, Barwon Timber, K-Rock. 3rd quarter scoreboard. Geelong owned and operated, building better since 1980.
It was Newtown that time with a couple of long points that would be frustrating getting touched on the line. They just needed that one more kick inside 50, get that shot on goal from about 25 to 30 metres out, and they've got a better look at it.
Is that the dagger through the heart of Newtown's season? Provided there by Jesse Travellini. Christensen does the ruck work, goes early. Wilkinson scoops it over his head, tried to put it into the path of Ned Harris. Coming off his wing was Wales. He just fired a handball forward indiscriminately. Only went as far as Mitch Diamond for the Towners. He gave it over to Charlie Harris. He shares it with his brother Ned, although Ned just couldn't reel it in. It's taken by Hamish Burke to knock it into the path of Bartolo. Kick towards half forward, down low. Rudd couldn't complete the mark. Jack Blood's there. Good smother by Nash. Ball deflects back into the waiting arms of Harkness, who's taken in a tackle by Cockrell. And we'll get a ball up near the point of the square at left half forward. 51 plays 25 on the 3rd quarter. Carrock Barn Timber scoreboard. We've played 27.5 minutes.
Wilkinson got it down. Goes back towards centre wing. McMahon tracks it back for St Mary's. Clearing kick back towards centre half forward. Burke pushed under the football. Oh, look at that. Harry McMahon pushes it out towards the pocket. Travellini again. Just pushed with the football over the boundary line. And over for a boundary throw in the right forward pocket for St Mary's. At the southern end of the ground. 28 played in this 3rd term. Bowen Foods time clock. Sells the freshest fish direct to you, Donga Road in North Geelong. Boundary throw in. Rudd got it down. Dowling lurking. And Hocking sees it through for a rush behind. St Mary's go to 7-10-52. They lead Newtown 3-7-25. Barwon Timber, K-Rock, 3rd quarter scoreboard.
The margin too great at 3-quarter time now, Ro?
I think it is. Yep. Yeah, they're gonna have to over double their score in the last quarter to come home, and St Mary's put 10 players behind the ball. It's going to be hard to kick a score.
Need to find 1 goal, Newtown. Diamond runs his full measure as he comes out of his defensive goal square, drives it towards right half back, front of the pack, Ham on his non-preferred right. Well, Wales had a fumble when he thought about having a shot at goal, but it's going to spill for Copley. Copley a handball into the pocket. It was intended there for Jansen, but Bove got in the way with smart play, knocked it down and out of bounds, and we'll get a boundary throw in. It's just chilled off a little bit too, that breeze. It's been a beautiful afternoon in terms of the temperature. Breeze has just got a little bit of... just swung a bit more to the west. It's knocked down by Wilkinson from that ruck contest. Kick out of there. Charlie Harris ricocheted back towards Liam Nash. Harkness, and don't argue on Sprague, and then he just says, bang, get me out of here. High ball, Wojcinski, Hamish Burke in a one-on-one. Oh, Hamish Burke, wonderful. Stood tall, took the mark, then turned and kicked quickly to Ham.
Ham gets it. He's got Cockrell further afield. He goes in that direction. At half back, Open it up on the broadcast side for St Mary's. He had McDonald as well, but they've filtered back Newtown, so he's just going to have to drive it as long as he can. Cockrell inside 50 again. At the back, Burke. Off hands, Copley. Will he get across there first? Wales might get there first for St Mary's. He does. He gets his hands free, gets it to Copley. He threw it over the back to Jansen, who can run onto it. He got his hands free and just put the handball up. Wilkinson for Newtown. Gave it away to Harris. Ned off a step up the chimney. And Harry McMahon. Mark Andor out of bounds on the full. He's 50 out from goal. Harry McMahon, he plays on quickly and goes towards Sprague, who can take the mark. Does he? The umpire says no play on. No theatre from the umpire. And it will be a ball up, 40 out from St Mary's goal.
Feels like the crowd's got bigger as the afternoon's gone on.
Yeah, that's right. Might have been out for lunch and they thought they'd venture in after it.
Ball into the air. Sam Christensen won the tap down for the Saints, but it's going to get locked up underneath the pack. No ball coming out of that. As we approach 30 and a half minutes played on the Barham Foods time clock. St Mary's 52, Newtown 25. Hope you're enjoying the call through KROCfootball.live, FM 88.5 here at the ground, and the AFL Barwon TV broadcast as well. Now, there's going to be a free kick from that contest. Now, it's not in the ruck contest, it's off the footy, and it's Jack Blood, who, if there hasn't already been a dagger put through the heart of Newtown season, will have the opportunity to make life extremely difficult for the men from Elderslie Reserve in the final quarter. 31 minutes has ticked over, and Jack Blood searching for his first of the afternoon from 49 metres out, gives it a good ride, but has missed to the left, and the margin is 28. 7:11:53 plays 3:7:25. It's fair to say the wind has not been kind to the Towners in this final series. They've struggled to score. I reckon you'll find they might have been 3 goals at three-quarter time last week.
So the ball back in the arms of Mitch Diamond. He's had 11 kicks today anyway, Mitchy. Called to play on now from fullback. Goes out wide. Wilkinson can't take the mark. Through the middle, Murdoch gave the handball away to Harkness, who just gets absolutely steamrolled into the ground. And holding the ball this time said the umpire had a chance. Wales has got it at left half forward for St Mary's. He just chips it backwards. Finds Harvey Ryan. Can't miss him from the moon with those boots. His kick is just okay. And now Rayner, right in the middle of West Oval. Right kick, tumbling punt. Nobody really except Bove, who was standing there to take the mark, and that was an anti-climax for St Mary's. And Gennaro Bove will hold it up and try and get it out of defensive 50 for Newtown.
So he sends it a floater to left half back. Front position, Harvey Ryan couldn't take the mark, but he found it at ground level. A handball on the bounce for Wales, who was ridden into the ground by Charlie Harris. And we'll get a stoppage at left half forward for the Saints. They lead by 28. Approaching 33 minutes played on the Barham Foods time clock. Tapped down by Wilkinson. He's going to end up doing his own roving. Jammed it on the boot, and that is three-quarter time here at West Oval. And you would think St Mary's have done enough. They lead by 28. The Towners will kick with the aid of the breeze. A 2-goal 4-3 behind third quarter, thanks to Barwon Timber. Maybe enough for the Saints to move their way into the preliminary final and a meeting with Colac back here at West Oval on Saturday afternoon. We'll take a break and be back shortly from West Oval.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is our center.
The 7-seat hybrid Toyota Kluger.
Hi, girls.
Available now with a 4.9% comparison rate with Toyota Finance.
What? This is our uniform. Are you serious? They just copied us.
Visit your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota.
Hey guys, should we have one of our massive big nights out?
How you going?
And try and get a bit of free-flowing footy going forward.
You're not playing for percentage.
No, that's right, mate. No, it's a long pre-season. It's all the work you've put in pre-Christmas and after Christmas to just die a slow death. You might as well throw caution to the wind and see if you can peg it back.
So right now, 7-11-53 plays 3-7-25, but they've struggled to score through this final series. The breeze hasn't helped. They've been stiff, Newtown. They've got the 2 windy days of their games. They've tried something different today, kicking into the breeze in the first quarter. It hasn't worked out, but I suspect they'll walk away disappointed if they lose today. But they've had 2 finals at the experience that maybe they didn't think they were going to get this year.
And that's a valid point. We spoke about probably Bell Park last year getting themselves into the final, and that probably adds a 10-game experience to that group. And Newtown get 2 finals this year, and if they do go out in straight sets, so be it. But I think the value in experience it adds to that young playing group can be substantial for future years.
Again, a seriously big huddle around Steve Johnson at 3/4 time. That has dispersed. The St Mary's one hasn't dispersed. We talked about the score last week. Newtown, they kicked 6-7. They were 3-3 at 3/4 time. They kicked 3 goals, 4 in the last. Now, they had the breeze in the last, but the problem was going the other way. Colac were able to score.
And that's what happens when you're down and you need to take some risks to get back into the game. That you can quite easily get scored against going the other way, and quality oppositions this time of year can make you pay if you don't use the ball right going forward.
So final instructions coming from Ben Bosley and Luke Rayner. Birchie is over at that huddle, and we'll have a chat with either Rains or Bose when they break. But as the crowd makes its way off the ground, a serious throng around the Newtown faithful. Towners will be alive in the reserve grade competition, through to a prelim final next week. Can their senior team join them? St Mary's are through to a prelim final. They'll play against Newtown in that prelim.
No, Newtown are in the granny.
Oh, Newtown in the granny, sorry. South Barner in the prelim. Apologies.
Yeah.
Always helps when you got both teams in. It'll be interesting to see how many they lose from the game to next week.
Yeah, they've been fairly stable through the year, Newtown, in terms of blokes playing a lot of footy. So the guys that haven't played a lot of footy, the young blokes who have either been Falcons or VFL. So.
Boys, I've just got Rains here with me as we make our way off the ground. Well, Rains, there'll be plenty of confidence in the group because you find yourself in a very similar position to last week, where you are trying to defend into this pretty significant wind with a lead and hang on in the last quarter. So you'd be pretty positive that they can get across the line.
Hope it's not bloody 36 minutes and 16 seconds. So, well, that's right. We've had experience at it. So the boys know what to do. Just got to go out and execute. It's a tough job to be able to do that. And I'm sure Newtown are going to come at us full on.
And what you've proved too last week and this week is that you guys can actually score into the breeze, which is like gold in conditions like this. But you emphasise to the group out there that it's connection, it's teamwork. It's going to be really tough, but they've got to do it together and really be on the same page to get through this last quarter.
Yeah, we're not going to try and save the game. We've obviously got one back, but we'll definitely be trying to win it as well. So we feel like we've got the capability to do that. We've proved it in the second quarter with a couple of goals, so we need to look for something similar.
Good luck. We can't wait to see the result after 30 minutes.
Thank you.
Would you go in?
Rains can't count either.
He's
got two back.
I was going to say, wouldn't you go back to Braden Ham? He's going to be your most damaging player, isn't he?
I think you'll find he'll stream through the back of the contest here.
I suspect he will be.
Yeah. I think their wingers will slide back.
Yeah.
3-7-25, Newtown Chilwell, 7-11-53, St Mary's. Final quarter of the first semi-final. Thanks to Zambrero. Feel good Mex and now serving hot chips. Here's Jason.
Hughes gets it down the middle for St Mary's. Coming off the wing, Morey does well, just tracks the ball and gets a right foot kick to centre half forward. Rayner, big double fister, Mick Schilt style. He's only done it once in his career though. Ham gets it towards centre half forward. Hocking for Newtown. Got the handball backwards to McGlade. His left foot kick was smothered by Sam Burke. Falls into the arms of a teammate out there who is going to get up after he got collected, and that was Ellie McDonald. McGlade put him into the ground. So a ball up centre wing, just forward of centre wing for St Mary's.
We're going to go past 5 o'clock.
And the ball comes out towards Garner. Hold, said the umpire. Free kick. It's going to come back. In fact, Bailey Cockrell will take the free kick for St Mary's.
Hourly rate goes up after 5, Rach.
Absolutely. That's putting some more invoices in.
Bangs it into the right forward pocket, but going back with the flight, Diamond judged it nicely for the Towners. He wants the corridor, and Bove just got it to him. Bove at the back edge of the centre square. Sends it towards half forward. A bouncing ball. It'll bounce away from Kittle and into the waiting arms of Harry McMahon. Fires a handball to Rudd. He gives it to Sprague. Sprague on the outside of the right boot. Travellini judges it well. Takes the mark. And every time the ball's in the hands of a St Mary's player,
it's going to be a long last quarter.
It'll make things tougher for Newtown. Travellini sends it long. Good use of the body. McGlade fisted it away into the waiting arms of Nash, but he's wrapped up by Dowling. And also coming in from the other side was Matty Copley, and a true centre wing broadcast side will get it thrown into the air once again. 53-25 St Mary's, with a foot and a couple of toes you would suspect in a preliminary final.
Wilkinson got it down, rove by Bove. He got it away by hand towards Byrne. He and Garner see it over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in.
Good luck with your Steamatic standout this afternoon, Ro.
Yeah, I think Wilco might have him, but doesn't matter if you lose.
Correct. Boundary throw in. And left half forward over the back of Wilkinson and also Hughes. It runs to Jack Blood now, who just kicks it across the ground. You can see how the breeze has taken that. He's basically kicked it vertically across the ground. He goes to Morey for Newtown. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Hocking breaks free as well and does well for Newtown. Long kick towards Coburn. Lang against him. He wants the safety of the boundary line. Fabiani comes over. He feigns it beautifully over the boundary. And just forward of centre wing for Newtown, we're going to have a boundary throw in. 2.5 played on the Barn Foods final quarter time clock.
Steve Johnson, what levers has he got left to pull in his debut season as coach of the Towners? Former Geelong and GWS star. Premiership coach at Yarrawonga in the Ovens and Murray League. And there's going to be a free kick in the ruck contest. I reckon Cam Wilkinson was taken high by Hughes, and that is what's been determined by the umpire. So true centre wing, he gives a handball off, sweeping by Charlie Byrne on his preferred side. That's a left foot towards forward 50. Too much on the kick. Harry McMahon judged it best. Dodos was waiting for a free kick that will never come. He goes short. Does Harry McMahon for the Saints. And under the scoreboard, thanks to Zambrero, Feel Good Max. Now serving hot chips, Braden Ham has taken the mark.
So Ham, he goes with a kick long in the middle. Burke, free kick found for a hold. Don't know where that was. Must have been Burke in the...
I think he got pushed into the contest.
Okay, pushed into the contest. Well, he certainly went for a ride. Gives it away by hand to Ham. Try saying that with a mouthful of marbles. Ball comes in towards centre wing. Murdoch can't take the mark for Newtown. Hughes was there as well. Copley. It's about tackle number 20 this afternoon. He puts it on Charlie Byrne. And we're going to have a ball up. Still on centre wing on the outer side. Wilkinson got it down. Nash's handball was good to Morey. The outside of the left boot. Inside 50. Needs a mark. Doesn't get one. Ball spills free back towards half back. Carousella gets it and then tries to drag. Travellini drags him over and the umpire's going to say holding the ball.
Oh, jeez.
He didn't really have that much of an opportunity, did he? He got... Travellini was in his back pocket. And, yep. Anyway, Travellini's going to take it inside defensive 50.
So Jesse Travellini not in a hurry.
Stevie J, how long?
He's called a play on now, and Travellini will send it to the wing, flying but not marking Morey. Front of the pack and brought to ground. Calls for a free kick for too high to Dodos, or rather McGlade, I should say. And we will get a ball up. Just forward of the wing, favouring Newtown, but they trail by 28, and they seriously need to get moving.
Have a look at Wojo on the bench towards the umpires. Great to look at. Ball up again for Wilkinson and Hughes.
Yeah, Wojo, just because you're wearing a camouflage hat doesn't mean they can't see you.
It's going to be another ball up. Still on centre wing. Then a goal, Newtown. Wilkinson, Nash. Kick was partly smothered. Goes towards half back for Ham. He can't pick it up. Dola, Bove, put the tackle on him. That's holding the ball. There you go. That's the way it works. And it will be a free kick coming back. Charlie Lang just taking his time to get up as well. So it will be Gennaro Bove with the free kick.
Now calls for 50 because the ball went over the head of Gennaro Bove, who made no effort to try and grab that footy.
Morey tries to run past Bove. He's still there, though. Copley right next to him. He goes with the kick, Bove, to the top of the square. That's where to kick it. That's what Stevie J wanted. He said, kick it there. And he did. And Coburn ran there and took the mark. Sometimes, Ro, it's just not rocket science, is it?
No, there's a little bit of space there. Just
That's
put it
it,
out
just-
in front and let your forwards do some work.
That's
Sometimes these young blokes today try and kick it. They look at him and say, you need to lead for me. Just kick it into space, let the forwards
That's
do the
right,
work.
absolutely. Jed Coburn has the ball. He's kicked one this afternoon. He's going to kick from 30 out directly in front. Jed needs a goal. And Newtown need it as well. He's going to come in 30 out directly in front, southern end of the ground, and he has missed it. So through for a behind, 1-1 his personal tally. And they go to 3-8-26 Newtown. They trail St Mary's 7-11-53. Zambrero K-Rock, a final quarter scoreboard. Feel Good Mac Zambrero now serving hot chips.
Harry McMahon, brother of Damien.
Oh, he'll love that.
Right back pocket. A floater to half back. Spoiled by Burke to knock it away from Hocking. And we'll get a boundary throw in. Getting some feedback on the personal KFC X. And
are you?
From a premiership coach. Might have worn a good number at Geelong. And suggested maybe Braden Hocking forward. Boundary throw in. Fisted down by Hughes. Front of the pack. Garner couldn't pick it up. Hughes had another attempt to try and pick it up. Clearing kick out of there from Wilkinson. Inside 50. Oh, back with the flight, judging it best. Charlie Lang took a really nice mark. They're not easy the way they're spinning in like that, Rowe. And Charlie Lang was vice-like with his grip.
Great hands. Read it well.
Lang now goes to the outer side. Just pops it up in that breeze. Big pack there. Burke comes from fourth in line. Ball spills through to Ned Harris. Gets it to Nash. Little toe poke to Morey from 50. Needs a goal. And he hasn't. He has missed everything.
Is this going to be Bell Park last week? They're going to throw everything at him. And
just got to have a little bit of composure, Ro, don't they?
Yeah, I think Jansen hit that nail on the head at half-time coming off the ground. Just need to be patient. You don't need to kick it all at once. Just chip away at it.
It's in the right back pocket. The resultant free kick is with Michael Rudd. So he's called to play on. As he just lofts it. It'll spin beautifully on the green, but it won't get a chance to land because Fletcher Hughes, judging at best, has come up and taken the footy cleanly. And he's got it in the right back pocket. Under the scoreboard that shows St Mary's 53 leading Newtown and Chilwell 26. Final quarter action thanks to Zambrero. Feel Good Mex now serving hot chips.
By hand to Harvey Ryan, who pops it up to half back, and Sam Burke takes a very nice mark. Read it better in the breeze. He handballs it away to Braden Ham off a step. Oh, look at that. That's hold up too. It's a nice little wedge, and again, be in front. They are. Paddy Dowling. Oh, please, Paddy. Oh, no. Oh, watch this replay. There is a gold logie in this for Paddy Dowling. You watch this on the replay that we've got here. This is amazing. Paddy takes the mark, and then it's flopped for 50. That is golden. And Newtown are the only ones who are not happy because that is funny play. And he sucked the umpire right in there, Paddy. And he will shoot for goal from, 30 out, slight angle, right of centre. He's kicked one goal this afternoon. And this to probably nail it shut, even though we've only played 9.5 in the final term. He comes in, left foot kick into the breeze and has kicked the goal. Paddy Dowling has kicked it. And
oh, Newtown are filthy.
They are filthy. And that's his second, Patrick. And there's carry on everywhere. The runner's gone out. 8:11:59 St Mary's. They lead Newtown 3-8-26. Zambrero, K-Rock. Final quarter scoreboard. And in the expert share. Thanks to the Sporting Globe. Here's Rowe.
I think that's a nail. Yep. Done.
Slam shut.
I think so. Yep.
And good. Paddy Dowling again in the last quarter into the breeze.
It is, yeah. After he had that shot in the third quarter to basically put it on beyond doubt, he's done it now. So good finish. Although Newtown weren't too happy with the umpire giving it the 6 points.
Wilkinson went early. Wilkinson won the tap at Ham, coming off half-back, jammed on the boot for the Saints. Dowling will be first to the footy. Kapala to put the pressure on. A little block to let Dunn run onto the loose ball. Did okay. Handball is okay. The kick from half-back, Ned Harris to a one-on-one. Tulio worked Ryan under the footy. Ball bounced over the head of Bartolo. Tulio in traffic. A handball wide. Wilkinson, can he get down low enough? He does. Shovels it up towards Harkness. Harkness stepped through one, through two. Ran to 49. Steadied himself. Ran too far. And he kicked the goal too. Oh, no sense of theatre from umpire Irvin. Have a look at the replay. Did he run too far, Ro?
He ran a fair way, but this little dodge here.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He ran too far.
That would have been the Metricon goal of the day, comfortably. It was a chill finish from Archer Harkness, but it's been pulled back, and Bailey Cockrell's a recipient of the free kick just inside defensive 50, and maybe that was the last hope gone.
Goes short to Garner, punch away by Morey, back towards Cockrell and Ryan as well. Madola, Cockrell gets it away to Hamish Burke, back to Rudd on his wrong side. Little left foot kick was okay into the back pocket. Harry McMahon, who's back behind the footy for St Mary's, takes the mark in the right back pocket. And he chips the ball over the top. It's okay in front of the scoreboard. And Jared Garner takes the mark. Handballs it away to Harry McMahon, who runs past and then hoofs it towards centre wing. Big pack there. Christensen goes up, can't take the mark. And pack develops. The umpire will come in, ball it up. It's 70 out from the Newtown goal. They trail 3-8-26. St Mary's 8-11-59.
Tap down Wilkinson, Nash the roving, fires a handball wide. Diamond sees something he likes. It's Morey standing all alone. 48 metres out from goal. This is a non-negotiable. He has to kick this.
Yep.
He has to kick this. Logan Morey Man on the mark stands 47 from goal. Morey in his first season at Elderslie Reserve, joining the club from Yarrawonga, where he played under Stevie J. Leans back. He's hit it really, really well, and he's hit the post, almost the top of the goal post. And not for the first time today they've hit the post. The one that comes to mind, I think it was Tullio on the outside of the right boot in that second quarter. 32 is the margin. 3-9-27, mathematicians love it. St Mary's 8-11-59 as we approach 13 minutes played in this final term on the Barn Foods time clock. Sells the freshest fish direct to you, Donga Road in North Geelong.
Lang kicks it in for St Mary's to the outer side. Ball spills free. Christensen had it and lost it, then got it back. Dowling, a little bounce, and then a little underneath handball to McDonald, who threw the handball over the top, and he ran out of room to start with, and we'll have a boundary throw in.
Why would Paddy Dowling bounce that?
Paddy Dowling doing Paddy Dowling things. we never know.
That's exactly right.
Two steps, I'll take a bounce, and then a handball it under the ground.
So boundary throw it. Wilkinson and Christensen on this occasion. Over the back of the pack, McDonald runs through for St Mary's, leaves it behind. Harkness got it away to Diamond. He gives it to Kapala right in the middle of Westover. His kick was smothered though. Travellini, great play by Jesse. Hasn't got anything in support in front. He goes now, it's a one-on-one, and getting back is McGlade against Burke. Oh, doesn't fall for him. Now Burke, handball back. Garner had it, lost it, then gave it away. Paddy Dowling has kicked it out of bounds on the full. And
no, it hasn't gone out the full.
Hasn't gone out the full. Well, beautifully played by Paddy Dowling then, because it's going to be a boundary thrown in the right forward pocket for St Mary's, at the right end for them, and they lead by 32. We've played 14 minutes in this final term of the Barn Foods time clock.
Why would I bother kicking the goal when I can take time off the clock by kicking it out of bounds and keeping it inside forward 50? Smart from Paddy Dowling. Right forward pocket, ball into play. Wilkinson won the tap down. Surely taking it out the foot, he was Ned Harris. Here's Dowling, ball at ground level. Can he pick it up? He can. Then he snaps and he puts that one, I think, out in the full. No, he's going to hold in the breeze. Harkness in a one-on-one with Jansen. In the end, they're going to win the footy through Gennaro Bove. He's kicked to the boundary line outside the left boot. That was smart. How will Kittle trap it from Moore? He did okay. And then took on a couple, the debutant. Left foot kick into space. Wants Foppiani to run onto it. Lang will lead him to the footy. Boundary line will beat both. And it's out of bounds in the right forward pocket at the southern or Church Street end of the ground. 15 minutes approaching on the final quarter. Barn Foods time clock and the Zambrero Feel Good Mex scoreboard. Now serving hot chips. Shows St Mary's 8-11-59. Newtown Chilwell 3-9-27.
Don't worry about Tom Kittle. He just takes it on game number one. That was pretty good from him through the middle. Boundary throw in. 30 around from the Newtown goal. Dodos gets it down beautifully. Ned Harris runs onto it and kicks are behind. Gee whiz, they've had some opportunities here, Newtown, in the last 5 minutes. They put another behind on the board. 3-10-28 now. They trail St Mary's 8-11-59. And that's on the Zambrero K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Yeah. The other thing is it's taking time off the clock every time they don't kick a goal. Charlie Lang's going to be in no hurry here. Trots off into the right back pocket. Sends a kick to where a lot of play's been there at right half back, and Sam Burke in front of the pack has taken the mark. And he's in absolutely no rush. The margin at 31 points. Just gives a handball back to Harvey Ryan. Off a couple of steps. Sends a long ball to the wing. Hughes front of the pack tried to mark. Couldn't. Foppiani, the unlikely rover. There's an eagle down. And that's Charlie Harris, who gets up a bit sore. So they've got to come back in 6 days from a taxing contest and take on Colac Row. That be a really light week, you would suspect, as a free kicks paid out of the ruck contest to Foppiani.
Yeah, you would think so. Freshen up and ready for a big final next weekend.
Big pack, about 30 from goal for Newtown. Wojcinski tried to get the handball free and did to Ned Harris. Handball away to Mitchie on the right foot. Oh, he sprayed that, Mitch Diamond. That is out of bounds on the full, and that ball has nearly gone into Church Street. We'll have to come back to Hamish Burke for the resultant free kick. So 17 minutes played in this final term.
I reckon Charlie Lang might come from the ground with the blood rule before the day's out if the umpires are awake to the fact he's got a little bit of claret on the chin.
Right.
St John of God Hospital.
So Burke's going to have to come broadcast side. Holds up. Hocking in the middle. Hamlet hanger. Great work from Braden Hocking, and he might just torp it up from 55. He'll have the breeze here.
Hasn't kicked a goal this year, Braden Hocking. He had a shot late last week.
He comes in now. He's called to play on. He does. Right foot kick, long. towards the square. Big pack there off the back. Oh, it ran through. I'm not sure anybody got a hand on it anyway, but it ran through for one behind.
That was an odd play-on call there. He was behind the mark having a shot, and he's called play-on while he's halfway back. That's a bit odd.
3:11:29 Newtown. They lead St Mary's. They trail St Mary's 8:11:59. Zambrero K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Ham's short kick in, marked by Charlie Lang. And Lang from a standing start to half back. It'll hold it in the breeze. Rudd front position. 3 grabber took the mark. And they are legitimately in no rush. Michael Rudd goes back, like many have today, thinking about a set shot. A handball to Ham. Ham just pulls the kick back towards true centre wing. Hughes the target. Spoiled by Foppiani. The roving by Copley for the Saints. Front of the pack. His kick, though, marked by Charlie Byrne. Just got to go. And he does. Drives a kick. Sees Wojcinski through his hands. Rolls out the back for Sprague. Sprague a handball. Braden Ham's been busy. Kick to the wing for the Saints. Wants Wales. Knocked away by Morey and a couple of former O&M.
I tell you what, Stevie J.
So Morey with the spoil, but it was deemed to be late, and Wales has been paid the mark. Wales from Myrtleford, Morey from Yarrawonga.
Look at Guards laughing at Stevie. Oh, this is theatre. I love it.
Wales, with nobody standing the mark, runs 15 metres and then drives a kick towards left half forward. Flying but not marking Sam Burke. Front of the pack, Cockrell just fired a handball forward to the voice of Garner. Garner walked into a 2-man tackle, brought to ground just outside 50. And this is done, unfortunately. Newtown's wonderful first season under Steve Johnson is going to fall at a first semi-final. St Mary's are going to come out of the elimination final and get themselves to a prelim and suit up against the Colac Tigers next Saturday afternoon in a prelim as Connor Foppiani wins a free kick in the rock contest for too high.
So Foppiani, at half-back for Newtown, just plays on. Oh, weird kick off the boot. Cockrell on hands and knees. Got it away somehow. Copley to Garner. Garner, little kick. Saw Travellini out of the corner of his eye and just toe-poked it pretty much to Jesse, who takes the mark. 50 from goal for St Mary's. He's just going to chip it sideways. And Wales takes the mark right in front of the St Mary's coach's box at the northern end of West Oval. Oh, he's going to have a set shot. Beautiful way to waste 30 seconds. Elijah.
This is about 3 times as long as Hocking had.
Yeah, absolutely. That's true too. Puts it in towards the square. Hocking goes back. No mark taken. Off hands. And Copley tried to get it free. And Charlie Byrne sees it through for a rush behind to St Mary's. They got 8-12-60. Lead Newtown 3:11:29. Zambrero K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
To the middle of the ground. Hughes got his hands on it. He knocked it backwards. So in the end, Wojcinski's going to take it, but he's going to get taken in a Bartolo tackle and brought to ground. Look, Bartolo's become a very solid citizen in this St Mary's lineup. You've got to think that coming into this year, he'd only played the 12 career games. He's played all 20 this year, one of only 3 to play every game for the Saints.
One of those young players that's done his apprenticeship at 12 o'clock, and now he's with those players that have left over the off-season. He gets his opportunity and he's taken it with both hands.
Ned Harris has been huge this afternoon. They won't lose this one because of his efforts. Kick inside 50, in a one-on-one. Too good was Rayner on Tullio, worked him under the footy and took the mark. Wasn't the best kick for Ned Harris for the short-statured Tullio. And Rayner using his experience. Playing game 70 this afternoon, Keaton Rayner. They've quickly got there. Hocking comes up to the contest with a spoil. Kapala sees it to the boundary line and out for a boundary throw-in. As we've ticked towards 21 minutes played on the Barn Foods time clock. And the Zambrero final quarter scoreboard. St Mary's 8-12-60. Newtown 3:11:29. This one is unfortunately done for the men in red and black.
So boundary throw-in. Wilkinson and Hughes. Wilkinson from behind, tried to take it out of the ruck, couldn't quite do so, or Hughes tried to kick it off the ground as well, and then got his leg caught in Wilkinson. Now the ball, Kapala, quick kick back towards half forward, over the head of a couple. Rayner at the back handball, had Ham in support. And he just measures the ball to the middle. Blood just gets stuck in the middle of the West Oval. Ham, handball. Oh, missed Blood as the target as well. Handball from Harris to Harkness. Good tackle by Copley. And it keeps going. Matt too. And coming in, Ham. And also Harkness. Now the ball spills free. Bove's kick was smothered. Goes across sideways towards Harry McMahon. And also getting across there, Charlie Harris, who doesn't look 100%. Now the ball over the top. Goes backwards towards... There's 3 St Mary's players there, but they get hassled out of it. And Newtown do pretty well. Murdoch comes in, just holds it up in the contest. And we'll have a ball up on centre wing.
So Umpire just directing traffic. I'm not sure what he's blowing the whistle for. He's giving a free kick, in fact, to Fletcher Hughes. I'm not sure exactly what that was for. So a true centre wing, Fletcher Hughes has got it. Gives a little handball off to Harry McMahon, who just forward of the wing will drive the Saints towards forward 50. And Sam Burke juggling a mark and taking it. About 40 out from goal. He will go back like he's got a shot. Just a little stinger maybe on his shoulder in that contest. Didn't see what they gave the free kick for.
I think it might have been abuse. He pointed at an umpire leaving the contest on the replay, but that's probably all it could have been.
Sam Burke with the shot. As the margin sits at 31 points. It got back to 2 points during the second quarter, Newtown. But late goals to Wales and Dowling pushed the margin back out to 15 at the main break, and really Newtown haven't seriously threatened. Sam Burke with a long high ball, and up comes Elliot McDonald, taking a Hamlin hanger in the right forward pocket. And maybe cramping at the same time. He got a run and a jump at the ball. He got off the ground and took it on his chest. As we have a look at the replay on our in-house monitor, that's a good mark from Elliot McDonald. He's another one that's done the apprenticeship at Midday Row. He's playing game 16 this afternoon of the year.
Yeah, that's right. It's great to see those kids actually stick around to the football club, and then the experienced players move on for whatever reason, they get their opportunity.
He kicked the ball backwards to Braden Ham too, because he couldn't actually move his leg. He's still got cramp, so he somehow managed to get it back to Braden Ham. He's going to kick from 45, which very tough kick for Braden Ham.
He's running like he's got 2 pinned legs at the minute coming off the ground.
Oh, Ham to the top of the square. It'll be a big punch away and through for one behind to Samaris. 8-13-61. They lead Newtown 3-11-29. Zambrero K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Long ball from Hocking wants Foppiani. He's got over the back of the pack. Tullio, but Bartolo was good. A handball on the bounce. Oh, a little spin out of the pack by Lang was nice. Handball was a bit hard to handle for Garner. Caught one high. Umpire didn't see it. Foppiani dragged down in the tackle. Well, that's a high tackle this time. Garner's still down. Keep an eye on him, Birchie, in back play. Lower leg potentially. And he's got to his feet now. He's okay. St John got hospital. Matt Copley, the recipient of the Lotus high tackle, free kick. His short kick chopped off nicely by Diamond, knocked away by Jansen. He'll send a kick towards half forward. It's a 2-on-1 though. Big ask for Coburn. Did well to double fist it down to the front of the pack. Tullio, a handball. Morey just couldn't get a handle on it first time, but the second time he could. And Caracella should make it. And he does. 40 out directly in front and quickly gets back, knowing the time is of the essence. There isn't enough time. They would need a lot to go right if they were to pinch this one out of the fire. But the youngster Noah Caracella, playing game number 8, debuted against North Shore in round 12 and has basically kept his spot since then. Gets a couple of finals under his belt in his first year of open age footy, and he's pulled that to the left. So now 3-12 are the Towners on the final quarter K-Rock Zambrero scoreboard. Some areas 8-13-61. Zambrero, feel good Mex, now serving hot chips. 25.5 minutes played.
Tell you what, Jared Garner has told Archer Harkness all about it, from centre half forward to centre half back for him, about that last contest they were in. Garnes was not happy. Ham kicks it in for Samaris, wide and off hands and out of bounds for a throw in. Surprise, surprise. 50 around from the Newtown goal.
It was funny watching that, Jace, because Garnes looked at him and then gave him the little finger, like, come here. And he walked towards him, and then it's continued since then.
The master and the apprentice. Yeah, just telling him how to do it the right way, I think. So 31 points of difference. 26 played in this final term. Somebody in the commentary box got it right.
Double palm down at the front by Wilkinson. Burner, don't argue, and then a handball back. Kapala, Caracella did well, freed the hands, gave it to Nash, who gives it to Diamond. Diamond loops it over the top. Bove, a kick inside 50. Off the back of the pack that Rayner dropped the mark was Foppiani. Madola through traffic, kept his feet, looped a handball back, but Sam Burke got in the way. Quick handball to Sprague. Rayner pulled off the footy by Ned Harris. Ball bobbles out of bounds in the left forward pocket. We'll have it hurled back into play. 26 3/4 minutes played on the Barn Foods time clock. We're just playing time now with the margin of 31 points. Just hasn't happened for the Towners this afternoon.
So throw in. Christensen up against Foppiani. Neither get a tap. Falls to Charlie Lang. He got a kick back towards the 50. There's Newtown players everywhere. They get the handball away. Kapala to burn off a step from 55 to the top of the square. Oh, Rudd. Michael Rudd has come from 6 deep and taken the mark, and there was only 4 players there. He's come from nowhere to take the mark, about 20 out from his goal. And, well, the Reptile might win it today because he has been sensational.
Rudd drives it towards half-back. Sam Burke flew with the one hand, couldn't mark. Charlie Byrne, handball to Dunn. Diamond, can he hit a target? He will. Tulio. Oh, and he got a little ear massage from Luke Rayner, from Keaton Rayner, I should say. Jimmy, good effort for Luke Rayner. He played on quickly, Tulio. Not a great kick, and he's put it onto the chest of Michael Rudd. And Michael Rudd's mark numbers on the Kerrs High stat sheet will be something to behold, you suspect. Into the right back pocket he goes to Jansen. He marks and holds things up. And we were talking about their score last week being very low in a final. We'd have to go back a fair way to find a score this low, potentially in a final, especially in these conditions.
Jack Blood, he kicked that as high as he kicked it as far with the breeze, and Charlie Lang knew where it was going to be and he took the mark. Right on the boundary line in front of the scoreboard. He just chips the ball over the top to Braden Hams, out of bounds on the full, and this is just cue the Benny Hill music, blow the siren for goodness sake. Come on now. This is ridiculous.
Kick to about 30 from goal, coming with a run and jump. Coburn takes a Hamlin hanger. So,
geez, he loves a mark, doesn't he?
He's got some talent.
Yep. He's got a lot of Sam Burke about him, very light frame, but comes at the ball really well. And it surprises me people don't take these light frame forwards off the line of the ball. They just let him have a nice clean run at it, and they've both got nice hands.
Can he kick a goal here for the Towners? They haven't kicked one since the 13-minute mark of the second quarter. And siren sounds, so this is just window dressing, and Jed Coburn has kicked the goal. So it'll make the final margin 25 points, but in the end, St Mary's are going to advance to a preliminary final, 8-13-61 to 4-12-36. That final quarter only going for 28 minutes.
Thank goodness.
And
there is a God.
We farewell Newtown and Chilwell from the premiership race after a wonderful first season under Steve Johnson. Kudos to them. 14 home and away wins. Unfortunately, final round coughed up top spot. And we're beaten by a good Colac side last week, and the St Mary's team who had the better of them in round 18. That is now 14 of their last 16 meetings and 5 in a row for the Saints over the Towners. So they do have somewhat of a hold over the men from Elderslie Reserve. 8-13-61, 4-12-36. And we're into the fifth quarter, thanks to Homestyle Aged Care. Homestyle Aged Care, the next best thing to being at home. Birchie is down boundary side. We'll head to one of the victorious St Mary's players, head to the rooms as well, and hopefully having a chat with our Leopold Sporties player of the day. Birchie's got that. The Steamatic standout belongs to Rowe. And hopefully both coaches will have a chat to us as well. Luke Rayner or Ben Bosley, sorry. Yes, Ben Bosley was right. I was nearly said Andrew, but I was right when I was Ben. From St Mary's, and hopefully Stevie J will give us a few minutes of his time from a Newtown and Chilwell perspective, just to wrap up season 2025. But it's a happy St Mary's camp. Their 1s and 2s into a preliminary final next week. But unfortunately for Newtown, their 2s are alive, but their 1s will walk off West Oval for the last time this year. In terms of blokes who can go back and play at 2s level, I actually don't think there's anybody who can go back, because the likes of Tulio, Caracella, Wojcinski, Tom Kittle would be the only one who could go back.
Yeah, they've all played well and truly too many.
Yes, but Wojcinski, Caracella and Tulio haven't played much reserves, enough reserves footy, I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah.
Kingy, I'm down here with the inspirational Mary's captain, Jack Blood. You must be so proud of this group. They just keep finding a way to win in these big cutthroat finals, and the campaign continues to roll on.
Yeah, big time. It's all sort of stemmed from a big pre-season as well. Like we always sort of knew with the sort of talent that we did lose after last year, that this group, we've got to sort of grind our way through it. And like, credit to these kids, like they're just stepping up when they need to. So there's still a few old heads still running around, but no, the kids have sort of ignited us big time. So super proud of all of them.
And you guys are becoming the masters of playing against this very tricky wind that obviously is favouring that southern end of the ground. So you won't care what the weather conditions dish up next week, because you still keep getting across the line.
Yeah, big time. It's been funny, man. Like, I know they always say spring's a bit windier, but you never really have just one scoring end. So in 2 weeks of finals football, but no, we just play it as it is. We change it around a little bit to suit the conditions, and whatever comes next week, we'll change it again. So.
Just a final one. We've watched obviously a lot of the teams, and the Marys boys look like they're really connecting well. That's one of the features. I know Rain spoke about that at three-quarter time, but you really seem to be working as a unit and connecting really well with each other.
Oh, big time. Like, and you see it, the fun that we're having right now. Like, it means so much to them, and we've just got this big belief that when we actually front up and play how we want to play, we can sort of match it to anyone. And yeah, we want to run over the top of anyone that stands in our way.
Well done. I'm sure this song will be belted out even louder than it was last week. It gets louder and louder each week, so good luck with what's to come and enjoy this one.
Thank you very much.
Birchie there with Jack Blood. All our post-match interviews thanks to 40 Winks. Find the perfect bed for your body. Jeringhap Street and McKillop Street in Geelong. So Birchie.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is our singer.
The 7-seat hybrid Toyota Kluger.
Hi, girls.
Available now with a 4.9% comparison rate with Toyota Finance.
What? This is our uniform. Are you serious? They just copied us.
Visit your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota.
Hey guys, should we have one of our massive Big Macs out?
How you going?
Straight to Mahadi, tighten the pocket. Sarcevic stepped around one, stepped around two. Left foot banana is one of the best you will ever see. Thanks, Birchie. St John got injury update down there on the boundary line. Kick around the corner, came around for Adam Garner, and he kicks a goal and tells the crowd about it as well. Thrown into the air. Hughes, Pearce tries to take it out. The ruck, he does and kick a goal. Right now as McCormack dinks one over the top. Gorwell to the run that's provided by Spokes. Gain 200 from 45. Cody Spokes. Cover, Lang, that's dangerous, kick straight back into the waiting arms of Lucas. He spins 360, then snaps around the body to the goal square. On the goal line, Sarcevic.